All right, we're here, everybody. RJ accidentally killed the stream. Part two is up. I'm going to drop the link. Everybody that was here, come on back. RJ, you maniac. That's funny. I don't care who you are. All right, I got us back. You folks come on back in here. In the meantime, have yourself a merry little Christmas. May your days be bright.
Yeah, right.
Rich, how can I be this good looking?
I haven't the faintest idea. I don't know, man. You're just naturally charming. Christy Chin is coming.
All right, cool.
Well, I was there a little while ago. Yeah. Oh wait, I mean she's coming in. That's what I meant. I'm sorry, man.
Shut up, Rich.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, welcome back.
She definitely would be. So
RJ goes onto the wall of shame.
Dun,
He's,
dun, dun.
he's the second person to do that. Alley Cat did it one day.
How is that possible? She was trained by David Finch. She's invincible. I don't know why. She was such a good cartoonist, man. She was so good at everything. I mean, David Finch trained her for an hour. Holy shit.
Rich. Hey, Q, welcome back, buddy.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Pops, welcome back.
Welcome back.
You can blame it on me. I was wrong.
And I just can't live without you.
I think we're going to change this one from Drunken Frosty to Drunken RJ.
You know, I just said, Pops, he goes on to the wall of shame along with Alley Cat for ending a stream.
You got to hit the button twice to do that.
Hey, Christy, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Christy! Hey,
Christy, what's
David
up?
Chicken.
Yeah. I went and I'm in my pajamas still, so that's nice. I don't fucking have to do shit for a while.
All right.
You missed the train wreck that was the first part of the stream.
Oh, really? What happened?
RJ killed the stream.
RJ fucked up. RJ killed the actual stream. I'm like,
good job. What y'all got planned today?
Try to take over the world.
I'm drawing for a while. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah, I ate like a fat fuck yesterday, and I'll eat probably like a fat fuck again.
Good for you. Good
for you.
Yeah.
That's doing it right. That's doing
my mom does this breakfast thing at her country club, and she invites my in-laws too. My sister's in-laws. We all fucking eat and talk about all sorts of shit. And they ran out of king crab legs, or they didn't have them because I guess whale migration fucked that up. I mean, that's what someone was telling me, your brother-in-law. And then what was even funnier is that it's like poor us, and we had lobster claws.
Yeah, right.
Poor you.
We had to settle for those damn lobster claws.
Yeah, man. Was either that or the caviar? And I'm like, what a fucking rough life I have. Jesus Christ.
Actually, it's funny. They did not have caviar, which is hilarious. They only just had smoked salmon. And
oh, Jesus, those paupers. They're beneath us. They belong in steerage.
So I got to... That's a good one, Rich. I got to play this one. I just got to.
Of all the gin joints in all the towns in all the world, she walks into mine.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal.
I knew I should have taken that left turn at Albuquerque.
There it is. There it is. Yeah. Hey, Dylan, welcome back, buddy.
Oh God, I hate wireless. It's better over here than at where I live because, ironically, LA does not have that great of wireless. But my where my parents are in the Silicon Valley, they do. So it's like,
Well,
all right.
you are actually loud and clear, better than you are from your home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, and I'm hardwired in. I'm hardwired in. Well, the thing is, I'm talking on my Surface, my mobile station, not my actual computer.
Well,
Rich people, I'm telling you, it's a conspiracy.
Yeah,
the
man,
rich, they have the best of everything.
That is true. You know, Silicon Valley is known for its porn. I mean, electronic stuff. You know.
Oh, rich.
I even said it's a Christmas celebration.
And yeah,
it's one porn dick sex joke after another.
I didn't say a dick sex joke today, buddy.
Yeah,
I didn't say any of that shit today.
How dare you?
Look at the disbelief in my voice on what you in my face.
I can care less about the disbelief in your voice at this point.
Oh my!
We had Christmas dick. We had all kinds of stuff already out of you, Rich.
No,
I'm gonna sneak up and blast him.
No, we did not.
Wait, Pops, you got a Christmas dick out of him? I'm pretty sure you didn't want that, did you?
It was red and white, just like had like Max said, barber pole look.
On the other hand, I at least had to change my name for today.
Please. To what?
Christmas sandwich. When?
Are they turkey sandwiches or ham?
If they were prime rib, you're baller right there. Yeah, there you go. Or lobster sandwich.
You gotta have lobster, prime ribs, steak slices, stuff like that. You gotta have good high-end roast beefs, bison roast, stuff like that for sandwiches. You gotta go balling.
My friend Tony actually did a bison tri-tip. It was fucking good.
Lobster sandwich. Paul and I both going, what?
And then
I had brisket yesterday.
There actually are some lobster sandwiches that are really good.
Yeah. Yesterday it's like we ate all sorts of stuff. I'll send it to Pops, like the picture of my lunch, and he can show it because I'm on my desk.
But yeah, sandwiches need to have that red meat in them. Have that red meat in them.
I can't. I'm on my Surface. That's the thing, and it's on my phone. And when I download stuff on my phone on the computer, it's like, oh, it's this far.
I have actually done roasted lamb.
See that?
I have actually done roasted lamb leg and sliced it into a sandwich before.
Yeah. Well, Pops, if you're gonna do that, if you go to the bathroom, you'll have to go in your chair to keep your.
Yeah, look at chat. Look at chat.
Do stuff.
RJ's commenting in chat. Look at
RJ. We love you anyway, brother.
Yeah, man. What the hell's wrong with you?
Loves it.
Let me show it to
My guys for ending a show.
But
Right?
I felt bad because of the deposit he had to make for the cats.
Dun dun dun.
Wait, what?
RJ's my guy, right?
How do you end this thing? How do you put where's the brakes on this bus? I forgot.
Jazz hands. Jazz hands are done.
By the way, speaking of Renee, Renee, she lives in my neighborhood also.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nuts.
So that's Mandy, Renee, Fraga. Once they recognize my talent, we'll all be hanging out.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What?
I put the Gorilla Glue on the hinge of my glasses to glue on the handle. I put them on, the handle fell off, but my glasses are now glued to my temple.
Well, that's why you wait like 24 to 48 hours for Gorilla Glue to completely clear.
RJ, why didn't you do that while you were on the stream?
I know.
We could have seen that.
That's good entertainment right there.
Right?
Wow. And remember, they will go and give food trucks full of sugar and fat. That's the two extra food groups the South has.
Oh,
That's
that's
the third food group is everything is fried.
That's so istophobic.
Well, it's kind of funny. Like I was talking with Philip, and he said actually the Japanese diet is like kind of really unhealthy because like they say, oh, it's cute. You all eat like your fucking sushi and shit and everything. It's like, no, they eat ramen a lot of the time. It has so much salt.
Yep.
Well, it actually depends on the person too, because it's really funny because everyone always talks about low sodium, but they don't know the fact that it's about 1/4 of people need to decrease their sodium because they have too much. It's about half of people get what's functional for their body. There's actually about 1/4 of people actually have sodium deficiencies where their body doesn't absorb enough.
Yeah.
And so you need to learn what your body is and figure out and adjust it.
Yeah, like it's so funny because like also Philip pointed out in Japan too, they eat a lot of fried food. So they're just on the down low on that shit. Because I think that's because they walk everywhere.
Christy.
What?
You know, if you're gonna share that image, bring me a fucking plate. All right.
Yeah.
Sorry. Then you pay for
you can't talk, Doc. You had that bag that's sitting right next to you. You were showing us all, and we're like, "Hey, look what I got to eat," and y'all don't.
Yeah, I just topped everybody. Bye.
My stocking stuff.
Yo, Rich.
Yeah, what's up?
You like the photo I sent it to you?
Yeah, man. It made me hungry for cereal, bro.
Honeycomb's big. Yeah. It's not small.
It's not small.
No.
Oh, I remember that.
Okay.
Here we go.
Honeycomb's big. Yeah. It's not small. No.
Kiss my entire ass.
Oh, my darling, knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me.
Yeah, but that was a plate. Too bad I couldn't bring any extra plates.
Yeah, man.
I did, and I made it one more. Merry Christmas to you, brother. How are you?
Yeah, no, but I worry.
Oh, my darling.
Oh, did we lose Pops?
I think we did.
Yeah.
Well,
that's a tragedy.
Stop. He's like, what? And I'm like,
I am going to get out and try to make sure I actually help my mom with some of the cooking. So
right,
I got to live up to the name I just stuck on the account, right?
Christmas sandwich winch.
There you go.
Fuck
okay.
I will say that
Excuse me.
later on tonight we're going over to the said in-laws' house, my sister's brother-in-law, and they're fucking gourmet chefs. They don't do it for a living. They're just foodie people. They're severe foodies, so they're just like, we have to go do this, you know. So I'm getting lobster and prime rib yet again today.
Well, we're having honey baked ham, smoked turkey, homemade, and I mean the pasta is homemade, macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, but you bought the noodles, didn't you?
No,
that's not exactly.
I
told him that.
Where's that coming from?
Oh, that's probably me.
Oh,
I got people in the background.
Oh, okay. I have. Rich knows this. I've told him before. There's an Italian lady up the street. She's like 900 years old. She makes fresh pasta. You just tell her what you want. You pay her $20. She'll make it.
Hey, fuck it. She should learn. I mean, she should earn money with that, doing that.
Yeah.
I agree.
Oh, god damn it. But yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna eat me some steak fries, some melted cheese with bacon on it. That's what I'm eating today. I'm gonna make me a big old bowl too, so I can eat it throughout the day.
Well, this is what I did. I made my mom this morning. I'll send it to Doc too.
Okay.
So this is what I
knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me.
There you go.
Oh, Christy.
What?
Heirloom tomatoes, panettone. The panettone got burned a little, but it's not that bad. It was fine.
I'm going to share that. Hold on a second.
I haven't made anything exotic today.
You're exotic enough, buddy.
No, I am super not. I am
you
plain as I make white plain ass yogurt.
Cool.
You know, like fruit straight gum. I'm just that boring.
There we go.
That looks good.
That looks pretty good. It doesn't beat a southern breakfast, though. I'm just saying.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it was kind of funny because my sister and I, when we went to France.
All right.
You heard me say no, it doesn't. I don't know why.
I just said it does
right now.
I just said it does.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
You're a Yankee expat in Britain. You don't
Excuse
know.
me? What do you have? Fried egg, fried bacon, fried.
I mean, there's Indian takeaway.
We have
toast.
We have bacon. We have cheese grits.
Fried bacon cheese grits.
We have cheese grits. We have scrambled eggs with cheese,
fried scrambled eggs with fried
homemade
cheese.
buttermilk biscuits,
fried buttermilk biscuits.
Fried buttermilk biscuit.
I want
What
to
about
thank
biscuits
Rich
and
for
gravy?
coming out. It was good to have him here.
Rich is like,
You're right, Rich.
Yeah, I'm fine, man. I'm just texting someone.
Ah,
oh, nice.
so what you
What are
drawing
we-
now?
What are we even looking at here? What is this? What is
I
this
haven't the
abomination?
faintest fucking idea. You know, before I had like a fucking flapper fetish. Now I have a exotic fantasy woodland creature fetish. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, I
It looks
saw
like a
somebody that was-
nutcracker.
Rich is
I saw
going.
somebody that was like trying to have sex with Krampus. I said, why?
Rich is
Why?
going. Rich is going furry.
Going native.
Confirmed.
Going native. Going furry.
Oh, let me see.
Oh
Paul.
boy.
That's not what I told you to draw, Paul.
What is
I
that,
told you this
Paul?
is what I drew before you told me.
Okay, all right.
Remember I told you I was trying two
Oh
different
my
girls?
God. Oh yeah, that's right. I was supposed to show you a couple of things, but
Yeah.
I choose not to.
Oh, why?
Because you are
Was-
not worthy.
Was that not good?
Yeah, no, it's fine. I just think it's like
It's
you're not
Rapunzel.
worthy right now.
Rapunzel. Okay, it's hard to see because it's really light. Oh, tilt it back a little bit. Tilt it back.
That
There
way?
we go. Now, tilt it back. We can see it when you tilt it backwards.
Dun, dun, dun,
All
dun.
right, getting there. This is a guy who couldn't draw a lick 2 weeks ago. So
Yeah, 4 weeks ago I couldn't draw a straight line.
4 weeks ago.
And now it's like, at least my pictures are recognizable.
None of those lines were straight, Paul.
Oh, well, there's one or two.
Well, you can break out a template.
Pops, what are you doing that requires you to keep muting your mic and coming back? And I know you're up walking around and you can hear me.
What, boy?
Here's one that really didn't do as good as I hoped, but
Wait.
it was one that I was really trying.
You're gonna get what?
You're getting there. It's looking good. It's looking
Messenger kids.
But like I said,
cool.
a month ago I couldn't draw a straight line. I couldn't draw a circle. Now I at least my characters are recognizable.
Listen, there's two things art teachers hate for people to say. I can't draw a straight line. First of all, straight lines don't occur in nature, so you don't need them. Okay, if you need a straight line for something man-made, that's what rulers are for. The second one is, oh, I can't draw stick figures. Well, it's a good thing there's not a demand for stick figures. How about you come on in and I will teach you how to draw.
I think I could sell
Straight.
stick figures. All I'm saying, I think I could sell stick figures.
There you go. Actually, hold on. I have hold on.
Start making sketch cards and at my table do stick figures and sell them. I bet I'd get like a penny a piece.
I had one guy I
So this
was selling my sketches for $20, and the guy said, "Well, I was hoping I could talk you down to $5." I'm like, "No."
Yeah, I mean, I did a remark for $5.
You dropped this?
Oh, the wife got me that one for Christmas also.
What's up, Dan? What's up, Bassmaster Dan? Merry Christmas to you, Woody, Amit, everybody.
Dan Master,
Dylan.
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas.
So what I'm thinking is, on my next Kickstarter, because it's going to be in about a month or two, I'm thinking I'm going to go get me some backing boards and just practice my art on the backboards and just toss them into the Kickstarter campaign.
Oh no, you actually want to fund, Paul.
Well, it's not like I'm going to charge people for this.
It was a joke, buddy. It was a joke.
I think they did. Kickstarter did this week dollar challenge thing, like you'd raise it in like a week. It was weird.
Excuse me.
Maybe I can do a backboard with a whole series of stick figures all the way through.
Welcome back, Max.
Hey, Max.
Yeah.
What's up?
If you can actually do an action scene of stick figures fighting each other,
Yeah, all the way down.
Oh,
I bet it's
Xiao Xiao, yeah. He was the
Yeah,
anime
nope.
that did that, all that shit. And then it caught on and became the trend.
Yep.
Now they don't do it anymore. Some of those got actually really, really creative. That's what I gotta say.
Yeah, I could sell stick figures.
I could sell sand in the desert.
I can sell ice to an Eskimo.
That's it, baby. That's it. Max, you all right?
Yeah.
What happened to you?
Oh, I just went off and did some stuff while the stream was crashed out, and then I figured I'd come back.
How dare you?
Well, we don't just say because the stream crashed. We got to, tell it like it is before RJ fat fingered us
RJ,
into oblivion.
Fat
RJ
Finger
killed us
RJ.
all.
That's his new name. Fat Finger RJ. Hey, Fat Fingers.
Oh, I sent you a pic of my dad and me where I got that picture from. Everybody's saying, "I love your coat." What kind of coat is it? I said, "Oh, it's a cemetery coat." That's what it was called.
All right.
And then people were
I'll
coming
look
up
at
to
it
me and
later.
saying, like, "Your papers, please. Your papers, please."
Wait, I got to.
Because I was wearing a cool trench coat.
Oh hell yeah! I love that coat. I
Yeah, it's
love
very
that coat.
imposing. It's
And that's your
actually kind
dad?
of like a snug coat, but it's like it fits me just right. But it's like when I look at pictures, I'm like, God damn, it went. It's like skinny.
No, you look great in that. That's a great look for you. Let me share that. Let me share
right.
that.
Imbigonate.
It's very stylish.
Yeah, and some of my friends are coming up. Papers, please. Papers, please. Me, I was like, fuck you.
So check out Christy
Oh,
and the badass coat
nice.
boots.
Wow, you look good.
Thank
That's
you.
great. And that's your dad? That's your dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my dad.
Okay, and who's the guy in the suit and the vest?
He actually works for my mom's country club, but the thing is that he looks so much like Santa. He dresses up with him every year. They've asked him.
Oh, there you go. And Merry Christmas, Dad Shin.
Merry Christmas, Dad Shin. Yeah. Thank you. That's my dad.
Merry
I don't
Christmas,
put many
Dad
pictures
Shin.
of my family up because it's to respect their privacy for the most part, and plus I don't
Sure,
need it
of
like
course.
because
Yeah.
like some members of the family, and I understand this, so it's cool, but like they have kids, so I never post the pictures of kids publicly online.
Right.
Just because, unless if they want to post it, that's up to them. But it's like, I can understand why. So it's sort of like, yeah, that's why I don't have very many family pictures up.
So I've told this story before, so I'm going to show the picture because I could never find it. My buddy who was in the Navy, the USS Cromlin, his frigate that he was on, captured enough raw, uncut cocaine to make a living room suit out of.
Nice.
Huh?
Nice.
And let me add it to stream. And there we go.
I could use.
Look at that.
What?
That
Jesus
was
Christ.
Oh, I did see this one before.
at the time. This was the biggest drug bust in history. That's literally
One of those parcels went missing, huh?
That's the economy of Peru, right there.
Jesus Christ.
One
True
of them
story.
big
Christine's
bags
real
went
name
missing.
is Christian. I am wearing Christmassy flannel pajamas or fleece kind of things, but yeah.
My buddy was on a aircraft carrier, and he's in the Navy. And when they were
Guys, I'll be right back. Give me a
disembarking,
couple minutes.
All right, Rich.
All right.
when they were disembarking from the boat, the MP showed up and took this girl into custody as soon as she came off the boat. She had like $46,000. She'd been prostituting herself the entire time they were deployed.
Oh my God!
Damn.
I don't know if you guys remember. Most of you aren't old enough to remember, but 2020 did an expose about homosexuality in the military, which back in the day was a no-no. That would get your ass dishonorably discharged. Well, they came down to Paris Island, and turns out I knew several of the players in this on the lesbian side. There was one of the officers in 4th Battalion, which is the women's training battalion, and there was a petty officer I knew who was just beautiful and sweet as she could be, and she kind of got pulled into it inadvertently. She had gotten drunk and went home with somebody. She was married and had a husband and children, and she wasn't really gay. She just kind of fell into the moment of it all, shall we say? It was a thing.
Mm.
Yeah, they would get you back then.
Yeah, they didn't play. You would roll up on the barracks every now and then, and there would be gear flying out the windows, and it was where somebody was being dishonorably discharged.
Was that person throwing their shit out, or was the actual military that was throwing their shit out the window?
The military did it.
No, I know the dishonorable discharge is the demonstrative throwing shit out the window.
I got you. I understand. I'm
Yeah.
looking for a photo.
I don't want to mute this fucker, but I don't know how. Oh, there we go. He was just being a bitch. Because I'm on my Surface right now because I'm at my parents' house. I'm not on my desktop primarily, but therefore I cannot share screens very easily here too.
Right.
True.
Oh yeah, here we go. There it is. So, speaking of family, and this is a chill stream, so we're not in any kind of hurry for anything.
Family.
Let's see. This is a picture of my grandfather from World War I in his uniform when he was an artillery officer. Bam!
King of Battle. Red leg.
That's it. Exactly right. Exactly.
What's red leg mean?
There's a red pinstripe that goes down the artillery uniform.
Yep.
When what? Oh, the stripe that went down your uniform? I cut out a little bit.
For the Army. Now, the Marines call that a blood stripe, and you get it when you become an NCO.
Gotcha. Oh, fuck. I was just thinking for some reason, I don't know why I was thinking of Top Gun, but remember like that on the carrier, they land that for their landing gear, they have to deploy the hook because the cable is stretched out so they could allow enough drag for them. Because technically they can't build a battleship that long, or at least not the super carrier, but an aircraft carrier. Like in the day, like they had to be a little more compact and it didn't allow, or they were worried that the plane would fall off. So they just hooked it, right, Doc? I'm just asking because you're Navy.
Yeah.
Super carrier, I think it's kind of like they can allow them to land the full thing, right?
No, they still use the arrestor cables. The super carriers are just larger capacity and just better built.
Yeah, because battleships are from. No, I'm sorry. Aircraft carriers are back from the 60s, I think, right? 50s, 60s. Aircraft carrier.
No, the first carriers came out in the 30s.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Because I didn't know exactly when, but then again, they had the World War I where they did a lot of the flying aces and shit, but they were a different type of planes. I was just trying to remember when did they do aircraft carriers? Because I know at least it was in the 60s and 70s because you had Vietnam and all that shit. Maybe the 50s.
The nuclear carriers began to come out in the 60s, but there were carriers all the way back to pre-World War II.
Carriers.
The first American carrier was the USS Langley, which was literally a flat top. There was no island structure at all. It was a cruiser that they just put a runway on top of, and it had biplanes landing on it and taking off.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I just remember Top Gun, like when one of them, I forgot what his name was, the guy that washed out, he quit the Navy pilot thing because he just kind of just started panicking. And he was like, I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, it was Cougar. Cougar left because he just couldn't take it anymore. And but like that's the thing, he froze up, and it's like deploy your landing gear, and then one of them was the hook. So he did it at the last minute, so he had to yank the hook.
Yep. And they do, they showed it in the new Top Gun movie. There's a barrier that they can put up to catch a wounded aircraft that can't land appropriately.
So it's like rather than falling into the ocean, if they manage to land the carrier, it just blocks it. Now, were they on a super carrier in Top Gun?
Don't know. I don't know which carrier that actually was. I imagine not. They're not. They wouldn't give a Hollywood crew access to something that classified.
I remember during the first movie, the first Top Gun,
86.
The director was like, "We need to turn this boat around so we can get a better shot of it against the sun." And the captain's like, It'll cost $160,000 to turn this boat around.
That's
Damn.
exactly right. Just to change the heading. I'll be right back, guys.
Dun dun dun. He left us all to ourselves.
Oh no! Now we're gonna go trash the place.
Don't hurt yourself on the rubber walls.
These are kind of nice drywall. You can punch holes through them, I think. Not that I've ever done that. I don't want to fuck up my hands because every time I've seen, I mean, it's mostly guys, not girls, that I've known that actually punched holes in the drywall. Yeah. Does it fuck up your hand?
Not unless you hit the
If you hit the stud.
stud, yeah. If you miss the stud, it ain't nothing. Just, a piece of cardboard, really.
Yeah.
But when you hit that
Cardboard
stud,
with
that's
some
when your
gypsum.
hand just stops instantly, and you're like, "Oh, I broke my fingers."
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I knew a guy, like when I worked at a comic store, I guess he had flunked out of Berkeley, which kind of was sad because I think he was just really, I think he kind of had, here's an issue, here's like an idea of his probably anger problems. There were, like when we went into his room and hung out, there were all these like fucking holes in the drywall. And I said, "What the fuck happened there, dude?" He says, "Oh, I was so angry I punched the wall." I'm like, okay. And he was living with his parents. It's like you do realize that probably is not indicative. And what's even worse is that I saw some weird angled holes at the bottom, and I went like, "What is that?" And he said, "Oh, because." And then I saw one that was kind of foot like if somebody kicked the wall.
Yeah.
And I said, "What happened here?" And he said, "Oh, I broke my foot when I kicked a hole in the drywall, so I smashed the crutch through the hole." I'm like.
And some
I mean,
people are that way.
He was really nice, but it was like, I think you need to go for anger management.
Some people are that way. I dated a girl, and whenever I first
what
went to her
happens when
house,
you take away the weed.
holes everywhere. Yeah.
That's what happens when you take away the weed.
Mm.
That's the trick. You go over to someone's house and check their walls. If there's a bunch of holes in it, you know to leave them alone.
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, at least they take it out on something inanimate, but like I can understand maybe once in a while, like somebody gets you that angry and you punch a hole in the wall. But yeah.
I think
I'm
mine
probably
was
the reason why you don't see plants in public bathrooms now. Sorry.
I think mine was a fight between me and another guy, and I kind of missed him and hit the wall. But that was like the only time I ever hit the wall.
What were you scrapping over?
Woman. A woman?
Probably a woman.
Oh, no.
I was a teenager, so it was probably a woman.
Ain't nothing to get you mad enough to start fighting the other side of another woman quick.
That's what it is.
Oh.
So I didn't get a lot of sleep. I woke up really early.
By who?
I never get any sleep. I don't know why I'm even saying that. Anyway.
It doesn't seem like you sleep, Pops. It seems like you're always on the network and stuff.
Well, I'm not always on it, but I don't get near enough sleep. I guarantee you that. I'm supposed to let that guy in? All right.
You don't have to.
Dun, dun, dun.
Rich. Where'd you go, Rich?
So there is a scene in the new Top Gun movie that I totally relate to. When Jennifer Connelly takes him on her boat and they're sailing and she tells him to do something, he goes, "Well, what is that?" She goes, "I thought you were a sailor." And he's like, "I'm not that kind of sailor." I get that all the time. I was in the Navy and they'll ask me about ships. What were you on? And I say, usually on my belly crawling through the mud, because I was in the Fleet Marine Force. I was not Blue Water Navy. I was in the mud Navy.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because like somebody was asking me if you actually flew, Doc. I said I don't think he was a naval pilot.
No. Never pee in a plastic container.
Plastic
It doesn't say container. It says planter.
Okay. All right. I believe Great Britain has
Sounds like
yes,
very good advice.
Yes, you are correct, Mr. Fleming.
Was that the 1930s one?
They were built in the 30s. They were built in the 30s. America already had several carriers at sea with the Third Fleet when Pearl Harbor happened. So it wasn't like we didn't have them. Oh. But yeah, if you're interested in naval history, by the way, there is an amazing channel called Drakenophel here on YouTube. The guy is a naval historian, and it is one of the best channels on YouTube. Merry Christmas,
Have you read
Kate.
Doc?
Hey,
Doc,
Kate.
have you read Bat 21?
I think I have. Yeah.
That was made into a movie a while ago.
Yep. It was about the guy that was flying and his plane wrecked in Cambodia or something like that, and he had to stay alive by himself. And he had a knife.
Yep.
And he survived the whole way out.
Yep.
That was Gene Hackman, wasn't it?
In the
Gene
movie.
Hackman and Danny Glover, if I remember correctly.
But the movie skipped over a whole lot of stuff that happened in the book.
Oh, sure.
Because you got to cut all that stuff out, you know.
Yeah.
You got the general gist of it all, but all the stuff that he had to deal with, like hunting with a knife and doing all this stuff just so he could survive.
Yeah.
How to put up he dug a foxhole with his knife.
You'll do what you got to do to survive.
Yep.
You
How
know,
long would it take you to dig a foxhole with a knife in the jungle?
depends on the soil, brother. Depends
Wow.
on the soil. But Max, you'll know this, and I'm sure you've heard this when you served. We always, in our military, we trained to fight the last war. So
Yep.
after Vietnam and before we went to the sandbox, all of the training was jungle training. We had the Jungle Warfare School in Panama. Most of the combat training was done on the East Coast at Camp Lejeune and Paris Island, where it's jungle. And now that it's desert, everybody goes out to Edwards and what's the big Army base armor up in California?
California.
Fort Irwin. Fort Irwin.
Is it Edwards Air Force Base?
Yeah,
No.
it's Irwin, and then you drive to 29 Palms to put all your stuff on the railroad tracks.
Yep.
At
Of
the
course,
end
29
of the
Palms is closed down now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Is there a base that they train for, like in a frozen Cold War?
Yes, there is.
It's in
There
New
Alaska.
York.
No, it's in
No,
Alaska.
they do cold weather training in New York.
They do it. Well, the Marine Corps does it in Alaska.
Yeah, the Army does it in New York because Alaska doesn't get as cold as northern New York does.
Shit.
It's true. It's actually true. Jesus Christ. That's not wrong. That is not wrong.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. Now, did he survive? Past Master Dan, I want to know that story.
Oh,
Yeah, there.
Jesus. Mm.
I have a sort of hanging in you for you. Right on. So the 10th Mountain Army, I know that they train in northern Alaska. The Pathfinders from the Green Berets.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he didn't go down with a ship. Like, he didn't die.
Yeah, he did die.
No, that's what he's saying. No.
No.
Oh well.
I'm assuming it's that.
MC Rich.
No, he passed, or no, he didn't pass.
Yeah.
I think he might have he didn't pass in the war. He passed in regular life.
Hey,
Now-
is anybody a fan of the UFC here?
I watched
It's
UFC.
fun to watch some of the fights. but I'm not
Stephen
watching
Bonner
them.
died a couple of days ago.
Oh.
I saw that. What was that?
Stephen Bonner and Rich Franklin had one of the most classic UFC battles when they started. What was that? The Ultimate Fighter?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Ultimate
first
Fighter.
Ultimate Fighter, Stephen Bonner and Rich Franklin were vying for a contract, and they beat the crap
he died
out of
in-
each other, incredibly. But because of their valor when they were fighting, Dana White gave them both a contract. But he just died. He died of I think a heart attack or something like that at age 45.
Goodness.
I'm like, damn, you were young.
Well, Dan, salute to your uncle
Yes, salute to your uncle, man.
and fair winds to him. Goodness gracious. So many heroes. So many heroes.
Yeah.
So, my favorite World War II movie of all time.
Dirty Dozen.
The one that got me to join the Navy was In Harm's Way. Now,
Harm's way.
it is not the most epic war. It's kind of a drama that just happens to be set. But John Wayne was such a real commanding officer in that thing that the military advisors on set said, "There's nothing we need to show him. He already acts just like a commanding officer. Let him do his thing." So John Wayne in that one, he's playing Admiral Rockwell Torrey, and he has a son by his estranged wife that he hasn't seen since he was a toddler. And the son grew up being kind of a Harvard slick liberal soy boy. And he goes and he meets his son for the first time as an adult. And, the son is on the motor torpedo boats. And it's not a good first meeting. So the son says, "Are you leaving, sir?" And he goes, "Yes, I'm leaving before I pick you up and throw you to the fish." So then later, Rock is sitting at a table with his best friend, an intelligence officer, and they're eating, and he's talking about the information he got from his son. And he goes, "Where'd you get that, Rock? That's classified. I can't tell you about that." And he goes, "See that ensign lighting a cigarette?" "Yeah." "Well, I got it indirectly through him." "Well, who is he?" "That's my son." And he says, "Oh, Rock, I'd like to meet him." And he goes, "No, you wouldn't."
Wow, that's messed up.
Highly recommend if you have not seen In Harm's Way. It is John Wayne, Burgess Meredith, Kirk Douglas, Henry Fonda,
Love Burgess Meredith.
Patty, not Patty. Oh shit, I can't remember her name now.
Patty Duke?
No, not Patty Duke. Oh shit, let me look it up real quick.
Oh God.
Oh, and Archie Bunker's in it. Patricia Neal is in it.
Carol O'Connor. Wow.
Yeah, Paula Prentice, Brandon DeWild, Dana Andrews, Patrick O'Neill.
Damn.
French O'Tone, James Mitchum is in it. As he's not Ensign Griggs, he's an enlisted man. Barbara Boucher was in it. I mean, it's star-studded cast, and it's really good. Highly recommend.
It's not Ernest Borgnine and Charles Bronson, but it's all right.
Does anybody on this bridge see anything back there? Sir, I guarantee you, if they does, they'll never see anything again. Slim pickings.
Nice. All right. This is so much fun. You're right there, Max.
It's just Max. Max doing what Max does. Max is the only man who has a worse smoker's hack than I do.
Yeah, man. I'm wondering if you're going to barf up a lung or something. Jesus. Hope you're
It's
okay
happened
there.
before.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Now, I'll say this, true story. At my last checkup, they called me and they said, "You have extensive scarring on both your lungs and the lower lobes." And I was like, "Yeah." And they said, that's the smoking. I said, "So you don't think that's the COVID and the pneumonia?" And they were like, "Oh, well, maybe it's that." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, I'm going to keep smoking." All right, Q. Q's got to take a coffee break.
Oh, there you go. By the way, I'm going to take a chocolate break. I'll be right back.
Okay, all right. Wait, you're going to do what, Christy?
I'm going to take a chocolate break. I'm going to grab a couple pieces of chocolate.
Okay, all right.
I'll be right back.
All right.
That's something I should do. Jesus Christ, man. And he lights up.
It's that reefer, man. It just gets you every time.
So I'm not likely going to be long before I have to start sucking oxygen.
Well, let's hope that doesn't happen for a long ass time, if at all.
I hope not.
I hope not either, Doc. I don't want you in any fucking iron lung, for God's sake. Jesus Christ, man. Just don't get sick on it.
Give me a lung transplant 18-year-old kids' lungs. That way I could start over and just keep smoke them into fucking oblivion.
There it is, baby. That's the right attitude. That's the right attitude.
What was that movie where there was a whole bunch of people living in some facility and they would like win the lottery and be able to go off to like some
The island.
island paradise, and then like it was really just
Harvesting
people
there.
they're harvesting organs.
That was The Island.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
It was. It was a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
That was the guy that played Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, Ewan McGregor, and wasn't it Scarlet Witch, Scarlett Johansson?
Was it?
That's
I don't
Black
remember.
Widow, but she can go and have a new part in the Marvel thing as Psylocke. She will turn Asian eventually.
Who?
Oh God.
She's gonna be Psylocke?
Who?
That's weird.
Who's gonna be
Scarlett
Psylocke?
Johansson. It's a joke because the
Oh, I
original
get it. Yeah, that's
body of
right.
Psylocke, she's a
Wasn't
white
she
British chick.
fucking? Wasn't she cast as an Asian character or some shit like that? Some anime
Yeah,
character?
that's part of the joke.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I know, right, Dan? I mean, you know, these are
Everybody
the.
was shocked when I said that, and everybody was like, I think that they were a bit scandalized, but I was like, I don't give a fuck. It's true.
These
You
are
can't
the.
argue with me because I'm Asian.
Yeah, that's right. She's got Asian privilege. The thing right here is that these are checks we write against our body when we're young, knowing that payday is coming one day, and those things are going to get cashed. So there's no point in bitching about it when it happens.
I mean, look at Bam Margera.
Look at Max.
Yeah, look at me.
Yeah, the Iron Lung Max.
when I was in Army, when I was in basic training, you can't smoke, right? So I would dip instead. I'd get the dip from the Marines who were on post, and then I'd turn around and sell them for $20 a can to all the people in the barracks. And my battle buddy, his arm was like this tiny rail skin Skeletor looking dude, and there was a missing tile in the bathroom. And it was like led to a hole, and he could fit his arm in there. So I would charge people $20 to buy the dip, and then he would charge them $5 a week to keep it hidden.
Now, we
Holy
could smoke in boot camp when I went. I mean, you could just light up whenever you wanted to. But like in the evenings, after evening chow, it was all right. Starboard side, go shit, shower, shave. Port side, go smoke and coke and shine your shoes. And we'd go outside. But the rule was you were only allowed to take out as many cigarettes as you could smoke. So I would pour, the Dixie Cup white hats, I would pour my pack out into that hat.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, man.
There we go.
All right. When am I going
We had a guy that got a pack of cigarettes on post once, and I went to go smoke a Marlboro Red. And boy, it just choked the shit out of me. So, when people start or when they quit smoking or try to quit smoking, they'll go from full flavors to lights to ultra lights and try to like step down that way. Well, I had to step it up when I got out. I was like, started out with ultra lights, bought some lights, and then got back into full flavor eventually. I worked myself back up. You can't stop me.
Yeah. Now, when
Then they got really stupid rules, like you couldn't walk and smoke at the same time.
Yeah.
in the Army. And I was like,
I used to have that problem anyway. So,
and I'm like,
So, Kate in Orlando, the weather is cold, but coal dust Californians is like very different. Like we don't have to run our pipes, run the water, dribble the water. It's actually like, because we technically have a drought, because over in California, we usually rain a lot. That's our winter. But since we haven't been getting that much rain this year, but I think it's like with the 40s and 50s here.
There's still like way too much going on here, Doc. I'm gonna join in later after things calm down.
All right, buddy.
All right.
Okay.
All right, no worries.
Yeah,
Smell you
But
later.
yeah,
Watch,
so
I'm gonna
Kate,
leave without shutting the stream down.
Semper Fi, 24 eyes.
my first time I got to my unit when I was in Germany, the colonel came out Fulbird, he came out and he was like, Uzinski. That sounds familiar. I know that name. And I'm like, how the hell do you know this name? There's only like 5 of us in the world. He's like, do you know a Francis Uzinski? I'm like, is he really old or just kind of old? He's like, he'd be my age. And I'm like, yeah, it's probably my dad. He's like, I went to school with him, went to high school with him at Bishop LeBlond High School in St. Joseph, Missouri. And I'm like, Jesus fuck, what the goddamn chances of that shit?
Speaking of the odds of something happening, I got a call one morning to run over Mainside and pick up 3 new people for manpower management and bring them out to the island. And one was going to 1st Battalion, the other 2 were going Mainside. So I drove over, and I didn't even look at him. I just went in and said, who's going to Paris Island? And the guy stood up and said, come with me. We go huffle-lumping out. Now, I'm in my field-grade ambulance, big old huge Dodge Power Wagon, dually. And I said, get in the back. They climbed in the back, and we're driving along. And then I'm listening to them talk, and one of them sounded so familiar. I'm like, damn, you know. So finally, when we're at the main gate, I turned around and I said, where you boys from? And 2 of them were from my hometown, and I went to high school with them. And one of them I worked with at Piggly Wiggly as a bag boy. And I was like, holy shit. So, yeah, that stuff does happen.
Yep, and that's one thing about the military is you don't ever, even when they're your own rank or below your rank, don't fuck with people too hard. Because
That's right.
I've seen people giving people shit, the specialists giving fucking private shit, and then that private hits sergeant before they do.
Yep. Exactly right. And one thing you never do, I don't know if you guys call it this in the Army, but we had what was called bull, the bull rank. It means the guy at the command who's been in his rank the longest.
Yeah.
So, like the bull E3 Lance Corporal, don't mess with him. That dude's been in longer than you. He knows everybody. He just happened to got drunk at a club and punched somebody. Don't mess with that guy.
I never got in any trouble. I got my good conduct medals and everything. So, I mean, I did bad things. I was just never caught.
Wait a minute. What is Dan saying? They went in spastic like tameless horse. They left in plastic as number. Yep, I know that one.
Holy shit. I know that song too.
Yep. Yeah.
We went to Seattle once and it was like 75 degrees the whole time there and sunny. And we're like, this is ridiculous. This isn't what we wanted. We wanted dreary and rainy. And everyone's like, you guys came at the perfect time. It's really nice outside.
Yeah.
Like,
Seattle.
This is what we wanted.
Seattle is supposed to be London.
This is not what we wanted.
It's always nice when the weather breaks the stereotype. Like I remember, I shared this on the last stream I was on when it snowed on Paris Island. You know, the recruits come down expecting to go to this super hot jungle that they've heard all these horror stories about, and it's snowing on them.
As 6 weeks on.
My son said it's cold as fuck out there because it's like all the wind comes off the ocean. It makes it cold as shit.
Yeah.
He was like, I hate it. I hated it. I hated it because it was too cold.
Yes.
And
now he's like,
here we go.
Honeycomb steak. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now he's somewhere in California. Near San
It's
Francisco.
like weird. Because like when in California, it's weird because it's like my parents moved from Chicago. I said, fuck this. This is cold over here. So they moved us to NorCal. And NorCal is like rainy and wet, but it's not like close to the border of California and Oregon. It's more drier.
Yeah.
It's weird because like technically around this time it would be more humid, but you don't feel the humidity. In the air, you feel it's dry, which is really fucking weird. Whereas in LA, it's humid in the air, but it's really dry.
Listen, I'm just saying, rather than go to Chicago, I would rather have my balls pounded flat with a wooden mallet, and we all know how painful that can be. Just saying. I'm not. I don't want to go any place where it gets that cold.
And the thing is, it's not just the cold; it's the wind chill too, because they'll blow the body heat away from you, and you're like, fuck.
Yes, it's terrible.
Yeah, like it's funny because when my friend said, "Let's go to the beach in November," I'm like, "Fuck you, we're not doing that."
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Sorry.
Oh,
honeycomb steak. Yeah. It's not small. No.
I remember that. Now I remember what they were talking about.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh boy.
Some parts on the U.
Oh me.
What? Someone draw something aside from me. I feel like I'm like this is all I do or something.
It is all you do.
Well, now and I teach, and I'm a very good teacher.
Yes.
More than meets the eye.
Are you the key master?
You can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man. No time to talk.
As if.
Actually, speaking of which, it's funny. Even though this is North Korea, not China, I drew
Right.
President Xi as fucking Winnie the Pooh.
Good for you. Good for you.
I was like, fuck you. 'Cause I guess there was that thing where he was banning like Winnie the Pooh because everybody called him Winnie the Pooh.
Yep.
I thought that was pretty funny. So I drew him as Winnie the Pooh. It's like, fuck you.
Yeah, there was a period of time, by the way, when YouTube would block your video if you did that. It's like, whose ass are you kissing, man? What the hell?
The same one that John Cena was kissing with Fast and the Furious or some crap like that.
Kiss that Chinese dollar ass.
You know, I just
want that money. That's why the NBA did it.
Yeah.
I mean, Disney does it.
I just know. I don't think I know that my era ended in the year 2000.
Yep.
No, I kind of doubt that.
How I know Venus gets super crazy because the fucking atmosphere at Venus is like fucking corrosive.
The atmosphere of Venus is 90 times the pressure of the planet Earth, and it's 800 degrees Celsius. It melts lead.
No, I know that, but they also have a corrosive atmosphere. Like it has acid in it too.
Sulfuric acid.
Well, sulfur, I think.
Yeah. But no, Mike Marin, if you actually said that, we're not getting to negative 200 Celsius here on Earth, which is what it gets on Mars.
Yeah, but I'm sure there's probably some parts of Mars that are not too bad.
No, the warmest
Mars
their
does have
summer is
seasons.
negative 40 Celsius.
During their summer solstice, it's around 20. During their summer solstice, it's around 20 Celsius, and it doesn't last long. And one of the moons is gonna eventually fall within the next million years. Is gonna be torn apart by Mars's gravity, and you're gonna have a ring system
Get
there.
off this call, and I'll be right there.
All right, Chrissy.
I'll be right there. Let me get off. All right.
You can actually survive on like a very small band of mercury.
So, Doc,
That's actually true. Isn't there a nitrogen atmosphere there?
I gotta get off.
Let's see you,
Sorry,
Christy.
All right,
yeah,
Christy.
I gotta go walk in with my mom, but I'll hit you up later, Doc. Check your phone.
I'll give you a call because you know mine don't even ring. So I'll give you a call later.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Bye-bye.
All right, girl.
Peace.
Yeah, Christy's my other woman. If you guys didn't know, it's
Dun, dun, dun.
It's an open secret. I'm just kidding. We're just buddies.
Why didn't your phone ring?
It just for whatever reason it won't ring anymore. So the only way I actually catch a call is if it's in my hand and I see it light up.
But I miss.
You got your phone on mute?
No, we've checked everything, and at first I thought it was stuck on airplane mode, but it's not. It should be ringing. It's just not. And
Get a
the
new
sound
phone.
does work on it. So I'm just getting a new phone.
Yeah, get a new phone.
Yep. Eventually I shall. There are other priorities. Like, I'm not even kidding. In the new year, probably around June, I'm getting a new computer. I'm getting the ability to do digital art.
What kind of computer are you getting?
Well, I'm actually going to take this same one in and have the RAM tripled in it.
Oh, you got to worry about the processor speed too there.
Well, I've got the biggest processor you can get.
Oh, okay. All right, good.
But
Does your
Lightning,
motherboard accept that much? Accept that
Yeah.
much RAM?
yeah. This one got run in on by lightning and it fried 2/3 of the RAM. So I'm updating the RAM, and I'm going to get a digital drawing pad and Clip Studio and a scanner.
Right. You don't need a scanner if you have Clip Studio.
Okay. Well, yeah,
You
I
don't
do.
need
If I do something analog, I do.
Well, if you do it analog, what you can do is you can take a picture on your smartphone and then save it on a zip drive or a flash drive and then import it. Manipulate the photo a little bit so it looks a little bit more even in case the picture is off, and then you can digitally ink on that. So save yourself a few $100.
Well, you're assuming that I can take a good picture.
Well, if you can paint the way that you fucking paint, I'd like to think you can take a picture.
No,
You heard his phone
I
doesn't ring,
can't.
right?
I can't take a good picture to save my life. There's whole seminars that painters go to on how to photograph their art. I failed.
Is that a bird in the background?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
All right, Faz, have a great one. Merry Christmas to you.
Take
Thanks for
care,
hanging out.
Faz. Have a good one, man. The next time I go live, I'm going to draw a page of the Roaring. I have all the stuff I need now.
There you go.
Well, I needed to get back into drawing because I just simply haven't. And I wanted to ease into something that I didn't have to concentrate too much on. But now I'm feeling a little bit better about it.
Hey guys, I'm going to take a break like Q did. So you guys hold down the fort, and I will be back.
Oh, boy. Okay.
We're going to turn the stream off like RJ.
Turn it off like RJ.
How many more pages do you got, Rich, to go?
Well, as far as the Roaring?
Yeah.
5.
Well, that's awesome.
5 for pencil and ink, and I'm going to hire someone to color it because I can afford that now. So that's good because I'm not a very good colorist, and I just simply don't have the patience. And I want to get this book out. I don't care if I lose money on it as long as I get it out so I can start on the second issue or in Kentesi chapter 3. I mean, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing right now, man. Be honest with you.
I hear you. And my girlfriend's like talking about trying to learn how to color, and my kids are trying to learn how to draw, and I'm like hoping that one of them wants to pick up inking, so then it can be like 2 of us drawing, 1 of us inking, and 1 of us coloring.
Yeah. Do you know how many years of discipline you'll have to do in order to get anything remotely professional?
Hey, you got to start somewhere.
Okay.
I'm I'm like 98, but my kids are like 15. So I'm like I said. I mean, you got to start somewhere, right?
I suppose. Yeah, man.
I'm not saying that we're going to do anything this year, next year, or even 3, 4, 5 years from now. But look at the long run. If they start now, then who's to say by the time they're 18 or 19 that they're doing something halfway decent?
Yeah, that's true.
And if like one of us is learning, like I said, my girlfriend wants to learn how to color, and I'm trying to learn how to draw and teach my kids, then they'll kind of get the other stages of it as well.
All right.
I mean,
I hope you do it, man. I hope you do it.
Hopefully.
I hope you do it. No, I seriously hope you do it, man. That's
Start them out with inking so they get used to drawing lines because they're nothing but tracers.
Go fuck yourself, Max. Eat a dick. Eat a fucking big, fat, smelly, veiny dick. Fuck you. Fuck you. I hate you. You're ugly. And you're also accurate. He's very accurate. The majority of inkers, especially now, are just a bunch of tracers. Jesus Christ, they suck.
Well, I know like Dylan wants to learn how to draw, and like I said, he got that sketchbook and he was running around that convention talking to all the artists, asking for tips and stuff like that, which is awesome. And me and him kind of sit down and have these little drawing challenges, even though we're not really good at it all. It kind of helps him learn from while I'm learning as well.
Okay.
My 8-year-old drew a Spider-Man that was pretty good.
What happened?
My 8-year-old, he drew a Spider-Man that was actually pretty good. He drew it off of a reference picture.
That's
I
awesome.
was pretty impressed.
Okay.
His fingers were all fucked up, but he's 8.
He's 8. He's not ready for neurosurgery just yet. Give him a couple more months.
He has some AI looking fingers. Look, you got 19 fingers on one hand, buddy.
And like I said, I mean, I'm just happy that my drawings are recognizable. Like I said, before I started about a month ago, I couldn't draw a picture that you could look at and realize what it was.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Now is as good a time as any. All right. You have a piece of paper with you there, Paul?
Yeah, but I can't really put the camera down to it.
All right, well, do as I say, not as I do. Well, do as I do and do as I say.
Okay.
All right. I am going to show you the most basic way to draw a wireframe on a human figure. Okay, are you ready?
Not really, but I'm about ready.
Just get your paper ready.
Why a duck? Why a chicken? Why a wireframe?
All right.
Merry Christmas. Okay. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right. Now, if you're going to do a basic figure, what you do is first thing you want to do is you want to establish the top and the bottom, the height essentially of your figure. So you're going to do a top and a bottom. Okay. Now you're going to figure out, eyeballing it, where the center point is, and you're going to draw a horizontal line here. That's your hip. Okay.
Okay.
Now you go up a little bit less than 2/3 of the way. You create another horizontal line. That is your shoulder. Okay. Now, what I do now at this point, I create a vertical line from the shoulder to the hip line. This is where the direction that your torso is facing, or your chest area. Now, here's the reason why I did this over here. What I do now is I draw a couple of ovals that are going to be tilted towards this conversion point right over here between the shoulder and the torso line. I create ovals over here. Just by the way these look, these are the rib cage.
That's the titties.
Those are the titties. Those are my Aunt Rose's titties when she was like 8. So, and now here, what you do here is you create another couple of ovals just like this in the same way, but they're going to be a little more compact, and just like these up here, they're going to focus to this point with the torso and the hip area. This is your representation of your hips.
The hip bone.
Okay. Now, here's a misconception here's something that a lot of people do not do. What I do usually, you see, let me just do this in a blue line. Hopefully you can see it. This leg over here, the femur, with not only the strongest bone in the body because it helps support all the weight, but it's a ball and socket joint. And this generic shape that you see here, if you could see it, is what a femur looks like. Now, since this ball goes into the socket over here, what I do is I just draw a couple of circles over here to represent the socket. Now, what I do at this point, I create a line that goes down roughly all the way down to where the bottom of the figure is, right over here. Just something like this. Now, I do that for both sides. Now, if I go down approximately 7/8 of the way from this point, not the line, from the circle over here where the ball and socket joint is, if I go 7/8 of the way down, right here, this is your ankle. Now, what I also do, just for shits and giggles, is I draw the feet, and they're kind of like a triangle. So I'm just going to put this right over here, just for this sake, right over here. Now, here's another trick. If you go from the ball and socket joint to the ankle point, halfway there is your knee. So you put your knee down right over there. So right now you have 75% of your human body thumbnailed out. Okay. Now what I do here is I add a couple of circles over here. This is going to be a representation of the shoulders. It's about like 1/5 of the way down. It's like if you draw 5 circles here, then you got the right size of the shoulder. Now, just like the hips, the shoulder itself is a ball and socket joint too, and the bone that attaches to that ball and socket joint is called the humerus. But it's a little bit smaller, but it carries most of the bone mass in the arm, even though there's 2 other bones that come with it. So what I do usually is I create yet another 2 dots right over here, and then I create a couple of lines representing the bones from the ball and socket joint down a little bit. And if you go right over here, here's a hint. If you go and create this bone and it matches the horizontal plane of the rib cage, this is where your elbow is. That's where your elbow is. And now what we do is we create a couple of other bones that go from this point right over here. They're the same length as this. They go just below the hips. That's your forearm. And now, the only thing I'm going to do right now, I'm not going to show you hands or anything, but I'm just going to do a couple of little ovals here. Those are hands. Okay, there you go.
Where's the pause button?
Take your time.
Those feet are good enough for Rob Liefeld. They're good enough for you, Rich.
They're definitely better than Rob Liefeld's.
My stuff is a lot lighter because I draw light so I can erase, but I can't.
Don't worry about it. Just use a pencil. Don't worry about whatever the hell you're using, as long as you get the damn line down.
Can you?
It's pretty hard to see.
It's very hard to see. That's all right. Let me know when you're done so I can conclude this lesson.
All right, I think I'm done with that.
All right, you're done? All right, good. Okay, now, roughly 1/4 of the way up from the shoulder line, going to the top of the head, that's where the neck is going to be. And now what we do is we draw the oval, and this is where the head is. So now we have a head right over here. And there you go.
Skeleton man. Sleeping in your bed.
So now if I'm going to do something like that, and I want to create some sort of action pose, I do this. I create the hip line over here. You see how I'm doing this right now at this point?
Yeah.
It's like dun, 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 dun. Now I have these lines over here where it's like Power Man.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
Send me a kiss by wire, honey, my heart's
on fire.
If you abuse me, honey, you'll lose me. Then you'll be left alone.
Mm-hmm. All right, so see how easy that is? Look at this. Look what I just fucking drew in like less than 10 seconds.
That's like shit.
Go fuck yourself.
It's like those memes where it's like, how to draw a horse? And it's like, start with the body, draw the legs.
That's fucked
and
up.
then
And also accurate.
Fill in the details.
Oh my God. Holy shit, that's funny. Oh man, you're accurate. That is accurate. That's what my fucking horses look like of late. Oh my God. You know, the fucking stupid ass stick figures or something. Jesus Christ, man, I suck at this. I hate drawing. I'm the worst artist ever.
No, you're not. Shut up.
I am definitely.
I hear horses are like some of the hardest shit to draw.
They are.
They can be. They can be if you don't. If you block it out if you block out the form the right way, you can do it. But the musculature of a horse, even though it's similar, it's vastly different. It's tough. It's not easy.
All right, here you go.
It's not easy.
This is probably the best reference there is.
What would that be?
Da Vinci's Anatomical Man.
Yeah, it's all right.
Vesuvian Man.
Yep.
It's for old people. You know that. I mean, were you around when he drew this? Probably.
I was the model.
You see that, Doc?
Oh, I would never admit to that, man. I would not admit to that.
They sent that into space. They sent that into space as a.
They did on Voyager 1 or 2. I forget which one. Hold on, Paul.
Is that about right?
Yes, it is. Tilt it back a little bit, and then push forward. All right, your head's,
you just gotta
the head's too small.
Yeah, the head's too small.
But it's in the right place.
That's right. You should be proud of that.
It's too small. No.
I've never heard that in my life.
If she tells you it's too small, just pop it in her butt.
I know. Yeah, I've never had to do that, thank God. Thank goodness.
Feel small still?
That's like a thermometer. Oh God. They used to do that shit to me when I was a kid. They used to put thermometers. I mean, I fought with like 5 people to make sure they wouldn't put a thermometer at my butt. I was like, come on, man. Why are you shoving this in my ass? I think my mother had a fetish for something like that because she was a bit weird. Let's see. What are we doing here?
It's the most accurate temperature you can get.
Okay, that's great. I'm not worried about accuracy for my temperature at this moment ever. Don't care.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it really matters.
Why am I even talking to you? Call me a tracer. I don't want to hear your shit. Don't even fucking don't say a word. Do not. Tracer.
What?
Yeah, exactly. What?
All right, so I'm sure Rich knows this one, but after you kind of get the hang of your proportions, let me show you another way to compose.
Let me.
Oh no! There you
this
go.
Is see, this is the way I was kind of learning how to draw the figures with that chest cavity right there.
Yeah.
And then that hip right there.
Yeah.
Is that not a good way?
It is a good way, but Doc is gonna show you another way.
This is literally the fastest way to compose.
Oh, really?
Start with your blank paper, and then very quickly.
Okay, what's that sound?
Somebody timing me?
10 seconds.
10 minutes.
Oh.
Let me see.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
So then you scribble to get a shape.
Oh, Christ.
And once you've got the scribble, you just go back and you start picking out the lines you want to keep and the ones you don't, and you erase the rest.
Oh, my. You know what? I'm not even going to.
That is the fastest way, particularly for action sequences.
All right.
Am I wrong, Rich?
No. Yes. 100%. Probably not.
Hey guys, I've got a bounce.
All right, see you later, man.
Thank you.
Have a good Christmas.
Merry Christmas, buddy.
Thanks, you too.
The truth of the matter is, Paul, that you eventually find your own way in how to render stuff and how to lay things out.
Yes, that's true.
You know, it's like you learn from the greats like Doc and I. You know, you'll figure something out, and it'll be all your own.
And I found whenever I ask people, everyone seems to give me different advice. I try to take everybody's advice and practice on each and every different way and feel which way is more comfortable and which way is not for me.
Well, there's your evidence where it's like people have their own style.
Right.
There's your evidence.
Learn proportion the way Rich showed you, because he's 100% correct.
But
then once you know those proportions, the scribble method is the fastest way to lay out any kind of action you want, because you just keep scribbling till you get what you want.
That is also true.
And I can tell, like, my proportions are getting a lot better, because at first, whenever I started about whenever I first started about a month ago, it was like my arms were like so far off, and the shoulders were the main problem that I had. Is like I didn't really realize how, the depth from the neck to the end of the shoulders were. And now whenever I'm drawing it, I can see that they're coming into a little bit more.
Well,
focus.
Look, Paul, it's really a lot of practice. I mean, it took me quite some time in order to get where the hell I was supposed to get, and
Right.
it's like, I mean, don't look at the first thing you want to do before you want to teach your kids how to draw is learn how to draw yourself. And I'm not even saying that, I'm not telling you that in a condescending manner. What I'm saying to you is that worry about the fundamentals that you need to learn first before you do anything else, because it's not, this is not, it's a wonderful thing that Doc and I do when we do well at it, but we do well at it because we've been at it for a hell of a long fucking time. I mean, it's like
40 years worth.
Yeah, I'm at 30 years worth of this shit easily. 30 years as a working professional. So yeah, trust me, this is not fucking easy, man.
Right. And like I said, I don't expect for a year, 2, 3 years, but
Paul, you also don't have to defend yourself. I'm just telling you that. Look, man, that's exactly what it is. You'll get there if you decide to apply yourself.
For the torso and hips, my art teacher taught me this one. I don't use this one often, but it does work. It's called the flour sack or the pillow. You want your shoulder line and your hip line to be counter to each other. You don't want them parallel because it always makes a more dynamic pose. But that gives you your proportions. Now watch where I put the shoulders. All right. That's simple.
Yeah.
Now the shoulders are in. Now watch this. Now I've got a midline. I've got the crotch, and that tells me where to put the buttocks and the thighs.
The buttocks.
The buttocks. They call it $1 million wound, but the Army must keep all that money because I didn't get it.
I never saw a penny of that money.
It jumped up and bit me.
And you just build it from there. So, but yeah, the flour sack will always give you that right ratio between the shoulders and the hips. And as you're doing it, that length, if you're just visualizing a pillow, you've got it.
Right.
If you go, oh, that pillow's too long, well, then the torso's too long. And that's how that works. Yay!
What the hell is that?
My kid.
That's Paul's son.
Jesus Christ. Oh, boy. Man. They're just all over the place, aren't they? Children. God, I don't like children.
We know this.
Yes.
Oh, I got somebody at the door. I will be right back.
Okay. It should not even be 2:00 here. It's almost 2:00 where you guys are. Yeah. But what time is it there where you are, Paul?
12:49, 12:50.
Right, you're 6 hours
Central.
behind me. Yeah. Right, you're central. Yeah, I'm 6 hours ahead of you. It's already nighttime here in the UK. Oh man, I love the fucking United Kingdom. I hope I get to stay here. It's awesome.
And it's weird drawing something that's bigger compared to like smaller. How do you draw within panels and stuff?
I just do, but practice, man. I understand the proportions and how they're supposed to fit within the panel. I've also studied composition and film shot and movement in how to tell the story and I draw the size of the characters based on how the story is unfolding and what dramatic what type of shots are necessary in order to convey that particular page or panel of art correctly.
Well, I think I got a feel for camera angles and whatnot because I've been dealing with videotaping and camera stuff for like 30 years, but it's like
what's a pedestal shot then? Come on.
No, I ain't got that. I don't got the names.
Yeah, there you go. All right. A pedestal shot is similar to a tilt, but instead of the camera looking upwards on a winch or a whatever the hell that is, or like a hinge, the camera pans upward in a vertical raise, like it's raising from the ground up. And what this does is it helps establish the look of the power and the look of the character. Like if you ever see Toy Story, you'll see that type of shot with Buzz Lightyear when he's first revealed.
Yeah.
So
you too, Sarah. Merry Christmas.
So the one thing you should do, Paul, is study and learn all about sequential art and camera movement and all sorts of scene placement and blah, 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 as well as anatomy, 1, 2, 3-point perspective, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Because if you want to learn how to draw comic books or just learn how to draw, if you want to learn how to draw in general, you can do what you're doing now. But if you want to learn how to draw comic books, there's about 4 or 5 different disciplines that you should be at least really good in before you put pencil to paper.
And I'll say this too, Paul, if you ever have the opportunity, and they're everywhere, so just Google search them, go do life model drawing from life. Where there's live models, you just go and you draw.
That is true. That's very true.
Always, every chance you get, do that.
Mm-hmm.
Can you guys hear the music?
Yeah. Kind of.
Okay. I don't want it to be too loud, but it's Christmas, and we're gonna have the Christmas spirit going on.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
YouTube, I am playing copyright-free music from your site, so don't strike me. No, from YouTube's own site. It says copyright-free.
Yeah. I'm gonna fucking cry if you keep playing this. I swear to God.
Shut up. Shut up.
Shut up, you face.
Shut up, your face.
Shut up, you face. I'm almost done with my sexy rabbit.
I see that. I'm glad to see you holding a pen.
You know, right? It's been a while.
Is that Copic or Pentel?
It's Micron.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything exotic with this. And if I had Black India ink, I would use my brushes, but I don't right now.
So I learned a very good lesson about inking, Rich. Even if it seems appropriate to you to use like a 0.05 to do hatching in a delicate area like a woman's face, it does not read. You have to go up to at least a 0.5.
Yeah, I never use anything that small. Never. If I'm going to do something like that, it would take quite a while to do so.
Yeah.
It would take a while to do.
When you scan it, even at 600 DPI, it comes out pixelated bad.
Yeah.
So it doesn't read.
What format do you scan it at?
TIFF.
TIFF? Scan it at PDF. TIFF's a tricky one.
Well, that's what all the publishers tell me to use is a TIFF.
Publishers are dicks.
You hear that, Max?
Except Max.
Yes.
No, wait, he is a dick. He fucking called me a tracer. Fuck you, Max.
That's tracist.
I know. Tell me about it. How the fuck you think I feel?
Paul.
Yeah.
Make that your goal. The first week you're back to your normal schedule there in Texas. Google search for live model drawing.
Yeah.
Go.
And look up Rob Liefeld. He's the greatest artist that ever fucking existed. Look up Rob Liefeld or any of the fucking guys from Image. And the one comic book that you should definitely fucking reference if you want to draw the best drawing ever, Brigade. Look at fucking Brigade from Image, because that is the best drawn book I've ever fucking seen in my goddamn life.
When we have a live model. Well, we have to. For the adult classes, nude female. For the younger people, we get a clothed lady to come in. She's very stylish. She wears all these fabrics.
Styling profiling.
But what we do is instead of just here's the cylinder for the arm, it's pay attention to this triangle of negative space between the ribs and her forearm and her bicep. Pay attention to this triangle where the head is tilted, and you start not just drawing the positive shapes, but the negative shapes at the same time. And you do it quickly at arm's length.
Right.
And, it'll look like a hot mess until it doesn't.
Right.
But you're going to be amazed when you draw that way at how quickly you're going to start picking up on that stuff. Which, by the way, doesn't make you bulletproof when you draw, because I have drawn some shitty ass things in my own comic book. Like I was with Anthony working on the book, scripting, and I was like, "Oh, holy shit! That drawing is terrible. That's not going in the book. Forget that panel. I'm redrawing that. I'll mail it to you." It was an abomination before the Lord. I couldn't do it. So it happens. You'll have stinkers.
Oh, yeah.
My Christmas wishes to be a villain. Oh, God.
Show you one that I really messed up on.
Which one?
There was an angel. It was a girl's form. Like I said, I hadn't really drawn many girls, but I really wanted to practice.
Okay, I see it.
And I could tell after I drew it, it was really this back arm that was the worst part that I drew. But
it's still not bad. That's not bad. That's a very complicated pose, and I can read it. I read it.
And see, that's what I do. Like I say, I try to do one easy one, I try to do one hard one, and I try to do 3 different, like a full body one. So I try to do 3 a day, and I try to do a few real people, but the real people ain't coming out that well right now.
Yeah. There's a guy, I've already told you about him. He draws in ink. And he's called Sketching Scotty, and he draws real life people.
I saw that. I hadn't really seen the videos yet, but I got it on my playlist ready. I showed you that Superman. Well,
let me tell you though, he uses the technique I just told you about. He identifies the negative shapes and starts building around them. Yeah, I saw your Superman. So he's well worth watching because he's basically a life model drawer.
Yeah.
I recommend you start out by drawing in ink, because I've only known one other person in my real life that can draw in ink and get it right the first time.
I mean, there's
me.
Like I said, just about every other one I'm drawing, I can tell I'm messing up, but I'm learning from my mess ups.
Sure.
And I'm learning where to fix them.
Sure.
Good. You're supposed to.
Say it with me, Paul. Life model drawing.
Life model drawing.
Say it with me, Paul.
Show that again.
I love Rob Liefeld.
There you go. Never listen to Rich Parada.
Never listen to Rich Parada, but draw like Rob Liefeld.
Liefeld.
Rich Parada.
I love Rob Liefeld.
Rich is one of
Rob Liefeld's feet are God.
Yes.
But yeah.
Oh man. I'm gonna see if I can rent Zack Snyder's Justice League tonight and watch that shit. That'll be my Christmas present to myself.
Don't waste your time on Black Adam. It was terrible.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with Black Adam. because it's like, I mean, it was an unusual concept, which I think is actually really daring to do. But I heard that the music did in fact suck. The movie in fact did suck. So I was like,
they tried. That's all I can say for them. They tried.
Well, Pierce Brosnan's always a win.
Nope, not in this. He wasn't.
Oh, he wasn't. Some bitch. No. That's terrible.
You can make Pierce Brosnan look terrible.
Then the movie really does suck. Oh my god, the movie's fucking horrendous.
Yeah.
If you can manage to make that's right. If you can manage to make Pierce Brosnan look like he has no idea what the fuck he's doing, then yeah, this is a shit ass movie.
God, him and Hawkman were the best parts of the movie.
Fuck you, Hawkman.
It's no bueno. It's no bueno.
It's about the only part of it.
Adam Smasher was like Giant Man in a nice flashier costume.
Yeah.
I heard those two actors were actually rather good for those roles. Were they okay with it, or were they like the newbies or something?
Yeah, it had good moments, Rich, but it just wasn't overall a good film.
All right. I'll wait till it comes out on Netflix if it ever fucking comes out on Netflix.
It's already on HBO.
Really? Fine.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Fuck you, HBO Max. Yeah, man. I really need to just download fucking Zack Snyder's Justice League again. That's one of my favorite fucking superhero movies of all time. Jesus Christ. I cannot get over the Flash saving the world at the last possible millisecond. I'm like, yeah, boy. And to think that I never saw that we were not able to see that in the theaters. Holy shit. Oh, man, that would have been absolutely insane. The whole audience would have just went absolutely bonkers out of their goddamn minds if they saw something like that, because that is just amazing. That was the best part of that movie. Man, this music, I feel like I'm going to fall asleep in my crib.
You go ahead. You go right ahead.
To all you old motherfuckers, I can understand why.
It's Christmas, Rich.
No, it isn't. All right. I'm almost done with this baby boy. Look at this nastiness. No, I'm so busy tracing this thing,
Horrible tracist.
I am a horrible tracist. I suck at fucking inking now. I hate it. I really hate inking. It's the worst thing I can ever fucking do at this point. Which is funny, because if I ever decided to actually start inking again...
From YouTube, Pops.
What happened?
Pops just saying don't get us struck. Got a warning last night. Yeah, I know about the warning. RJ filled us in. This is not. This is
what warning happened? What happened last night?
He streamed an open source movie. But because it went to so many locations, they thought somebody was spamming. So this is just music from them on the background. It's not. It's not
So okay, like pencilers, inkers, colorists, right?
Usually that's a stage as you go by.
Who, if like if you were paying them separately, who would get paid the most?
The penciler, because he's God, like me.
It used to be the penciler.
It is the penciler.
And then the colorist. Nowadays, the colorist makes more.
No, the colorist does not make more. They don't deserve it.
They absolutely do.
I'm just curious. I know how much I pay.
Max is a publisher. You answer that question, Max.
I know how much I pay my teams, and my teams are different. But one team is a team of one who does all three, and the other team is pencil and inker, and then the colorist is separate.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like different.
Our pencilers get paid more money, and especially if you get out of sequential art and get into like cover drawings and stuff like that. Like
Well, I mean,
John
cover
Royal
artists
was not cheap.
Cover artists charge arm and a leg.
Ula Moss was not cheap for a colorist, but she got paid less than John Royal did.
Now, okay, so like a cover compared to
Paul,
a page. Yeah.
When you need a cover done that's not going to cost you an arm and a leg, you hit me up.
Okay.
Yeah, you get Steph Wilson.
No.
It's the greatest artist I've ever seen in my life.
I'm not saying that. But so I'm curious. Okay, so like a page of interiors compared to a cover. Which one
Cover
takes
you get
longer?
paid more for.
Yes, but which one takes longer?
The
Well,
panel
not so
work
much-
does.
It's not so much the one that takes longer, it's the one that requires more care. The cover is the selling point of the book.
Well, I understand that, but it's like, doesn't it take less time?
Yes.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. You have to plot the thing. You got to run it by an editor a couple of times. No.
Okay. Whenever you're saying plot it, that's the design of it, right? Usually,
yes,
I
design
give
it, yes,
I give
thumbnail
my
it,
cover
show it to the
artist.
concept, show it to the editor.
I
show it
give
to the
I
owner.
usually give my cover artist the design because I don't want them picking a design that's off the handle. Usually, I want to give them a design.
They should. Any artist should show whoever they're working with, who's paying them,
right,
what the cover is supposed to look like. It's like, here, what do you think of the way this cover is? I mean, that's how I always work. I'm like, what do you think of this concept? I have this character doing such and such. I have this character doing such and such within this plane of existence, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, yeah, I love it. So then I draw the damn cover.
I work for me, and the covers are easy.
I hate you, Doc.
I'm just saying. I'm my own writer and editor and publisher, and well, I'm not my own publisher. Anthony's my publisher. So I'll be right back, guys.
I am constipated now.
I was just curious. I mean, it's one of those things that I don't really get to talk to my cover
No, you can
artist
talk
about.
to me. Talk to me about it, and talk to Max about it. You know, Max is the publisher. I've been the freelancer for over 20 years.
Screw you.
Yeah, that's right. I have.
I do.
But usually, usually on my covers, and about 75% of the time, I give them a concept or a design that I'm wanting whenever I hire them. I mean, there's been a cover artist or two that I've hired and said, you know, you have carte blanche because you're doing this as a favor, or you're doing this as, you know, something I couldn't afford, like their rates. They'd be like $1,000 or something, and I'm paying them like $100 or $200. So if that's the case, I don't want to like hinder them with my designs. But usually, if I'm paying, like, I guess my average cover rate prices that I pay my cover artists are about $300 or so. If I'm paying $300 to a cover artist, I'm going to give him my design and say, this is what I'd like. If you have a different idea or concept, I'd definitely be willing to listen to it. But this is what I'm looking for from you, because I got other covers and I don't want you to be doing what they're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
I don't know. I've always liked cover designing too.
Cover design's fun.
Yeah. I like paneling too, but I was always told not to.
Paneling is a discipline.
No, and I agree, especially with the one artist that does all three. His paneling, I can never touch. But having said that, I felt like whenever I first met him and I had my panel layouts for the first 4 or 5 pages, they were decent. His were great.
Is that Jeff Moose, whatever his name is?
No, he's just my cover artist. San Espina, the guy who did PTSD and Cryptic Case, his paneling is freaking off the charts amazing.
Really?
His storytelling.
As good as mine? Because I got to hear that one. Go ahead.
Say it, you fuck. I'm going to say it. But in all honesty, I don't think I've actually seen one of your comics, Rich.
That's because I suck. I suck. I'm a terrible artist. I'm dog shit. I'm dog shit. I am. Do not hire me. I am lazy. I have zero work ethic.
His paneling and storytelling.
I'm sure he's fantastic.
Interiors.
Actually, no, wait. I remember him. He's very, very good.
Amazing.
I remember him. I remember when I first met you for PTSD. Yeah, he's really fucking good. He's really good.
Charts. I'm telling you, his is amazing.
He is.
And I'm not trying to say anything against my other team. They're good. They're really good. Their
There's always
colors,
that one that's special. I know.
their colors are amazingly off the charts. But
I'm sure they
Sam's
are.
paneling and storytelling it's just.
That's a good thing, man. I'm glad you got a good crew with you, man. That's a good thing, dude. Now, do you write the stories?
Yeah, I do the scripts. I do everything. I taught myself how to script because
very good.
Originally, whenever I started writing it, it was me and my kids, and we were going to do like a 100-page teen book. But with dyslexia, that I couldn't do it.
Wow.
So I learned script writing.
God bless you, man.
I had an editor who was a Eisner Award-winning editor, and he teach me stuff.
Nice.
And it was like, you're going to have to do it per page, per panel, per this, per that. And he wouldn't accept anything that was, I wouldn't accept anything that wasn't halfway good either. But yeah, he definitely wouldn't. Yeah. But whenever I taught myself to script, I was drawing the panels out because I wanted to see how they would look if I laid them out. And even though I couldn't draw, it was usually stick figures or whatnot. But I would put like, how small or how big or where I wanted the lettering to be and all this and that. So it wouldn't interfere with the picture. And, from one panel to the other, I would draw all that stuff out just to see it.
Cool.
And so whenever I hired my teams, I would give them a few pages to kind of look of what I had an idea. I definitely didn't try to hinder anyone because, they definitely have more experience in the paneling and storytelling than I did. But each page had a certain number of panels that I expected.
Yeah. Good. All right, I'm going to bust out of here, man. I want to relax. It's like 7:00 here. I'm going to have a dinner, and then I'm going to go get the fuck to sleep.
All right, Rich.
Thanks for having me here, man. I appreciate it.
Rich.
You, brother.
Thanks for all the help.
I will see you later, guys. See you later, Max. See you guys.
Peace.
Peace out.
All right. Everything he just said, ignore. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Everybody approaches problem solving differently.
Right.
Oh, me. Gotta dump my ashtray.
One of the main things I found out whenever it came to creating comics, it's a whole bunch of problem solving.
Exactly right. Exactly right. And you made a good call, by the way, learning from a real editor.
Thank you. Oh, yeah. With the dyslexia, I felt that was my weakest area, is making sure that everything was tight. So I went out and found not just any editor, because I think I interviewed like 25, 30 of them. I went and found the one person that was like, look, if your stuff sucks, I'm going to tell you. Yeah. I'm going to tell you how it sucks, and I'm going to tell you where to go learn the parts that you need to learn. I'm not going to correct it for you.
Right.
And that's what I wanted. I didn't want one of these editors, and no offense to them if they are, but I didn't want an editor who was like, I'm going to fix it for you and then hand it back to you, kind of thing.
Yeah. There's a saying that a good editor, you asked who was the highest paid the editor should be, if they're a good editor.
Yeah.
And that's what I was going to ask Max. Max, do you double as editor and publisher, or are you just publisher?
No, I edit too. Me and Johnny edit each other.
There you go. Having somebody else put their eyes on your product, that know what they're talking about and they speak the language, because that's very important. That's worth its weight in gold.
Yeah. I had an editor that one of my publisher was kind of, I don't want to say they were pushing this editor on me, but they wanted me to use them. And this editor, whenever I started talking to him, I was like, do you understand that you're editing a comic? And what I mean by that is, do you understand panel flows? Do you understand page turns? Do you understand establishing shots and all this other stuff that is unique to comics? And they're like, well, I can make sure that the story is read right. And I'm like, That's not what I'm looking for.
That's right.
I'm looking for somebody who specializes in comics. I have no problem you helping out as an editor, but I'm going to find somebody who can edit a comic.
Yeah, there was two arrogant things I've heard artists say. I'm not going to mention names, but it's since I've been back, not in the 90s, but recently. Somebody said, don't you build that out in basic shapes first? And he said, no, I just do it in my head. No, you always build with your basic shapes first. In one of those methods that we talked about earlier. And the other one was, he said something about his panel layouts. And I remember back in the 90s when I was being paid to do books, I was a work for hire. I didn't just design a page. It was always the two pages that go together. I put them up on the wall, pin them up, and look at them. Do they flow as a whole? It can't just be. And you would run across things like, okay, the bottom right panel on this page and the bottom left panel on this page are the same person in the same view. That's a no-no. You got to fix that.
Right.
So, if you're just doing individual pages and you flip and you start the next one, you'll forget that shit. You have to look at the whole thing as a design.
I have a page in one of my books, and I'm not trying to pick on anybody or anything, but I saw it, and it was after it was done, basically. And, it's a close-up of the character's face. And the only difference really was a little bit of the facial expression. And I'm like, I didn't write it that way. And I don't understand why it came to me this way. And
right.
And whenever it got to the final product, it didn't exactly get changed, and there were certain reasons why. But
yeah,
I was like, that's not my best work.
Now, do you send the actual script to your penciler?
Yes.
So here's what they're saying in this panel?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I send them the full script. I mean, of course, it goes to my editor at least 3 times before I send it to my penciler. But, I send them the full script.
Good. Because it is, plot first is, I prefer working that way. I really do. And then, the actual scripter will put the words to match the art. I like that. But when someone is like you're doing, you have a very specific thing in mind, then the penciler needs that direction. If a person's saying, okay, have a nice day, they shouldn't be snarling.
Right.
So you got to be careful with that shit.
There was one specific panel in one of my first books where it was this father and son, and they were mad at each other, and the son was supposed to be like eyebrow to eyebrow with his father, just pissed off.
Yeah.
And he pulled them away, and whenever the letter got to him, he's like, he needs to be saying something there. And I was like, I understand exactly what you're saying. So we had to rewrite that panel.
Yeah.
To include at least, gosh darn it, you.
Yeah.
I told you I didn't like this. I forget what exactly it was, but it was like,
I'm gonna whoop that ass.
Yeah, it was so empty that we had to put something in there. And I was like, again, that wasn't what I originally wrote, because I wanted it to be like a fighter on fighter, like a boxer on boxer, face to face kind of thing.
Yeah.
But that's not the way it got drawn.
Yep. Sometimes, now I'll say this,
happens.
When I was working for this one particular company, one of them had a terrible writer. He was the publisher, so you couldn't argue with him. And I hated that because he was not a good writer. The other one that I was working for was a good writer. And this was back in the days of long distance phone calls and FedEx. No computers. So it had to be something important if I was going to pick up and call the writer. But on one particular, I remember I called the guy up. I said, listen, I know you said on this page you want the blah, 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 blah. I said, but in this bottom right panel, and I couldn't turn on my phone and show him the image, describe it. And I said, I just really feel like it would work better this way. And he said, let me call you back.
Yeah.
A day goes by because he sat and he drew it out in his own, he wasn't an artist, but he drew it out and he called me back. Yeah, do it your way. Like, okay. That's the way we worked back then. It was the way it is now is so much easier. Oh my God.
So the editor that I first got with, and I don't like to mention his name because he works with upper echelon artists.
Yep.
And and he felt like my stuff was a little bit too beginning basic and stuff. So he was used to one way, and the one thing he told me whenever I finished my script or first draft of my script, he's like, understand whenever this gets printed that your comic and your script are not going to look alike.
That's right.
And he's like, you got to understand that script revisions happen just about every day and every time something new comes in. That your final script is, you got to let go of that. He was always like, you've got to make sure that you are able to let go of that, because
You got to be fluid. Yeah.
he's like, if not, I'm going to tear you a new one before I tear the artist a new one.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I didn't understand that at first, but man, now I'm on my fifth book. I definitely understand.
I'm literally last night scripting with Anthony, and he's lettering for me because I don't have the software to do it. And we're doing a page, and my script has been written for quite a while. And we were on the last panel of the page we did yesterday. And we were only going to do one because it was Christmas Eve. And there was just this throwaway line at the end of it. And I looked at it, and I looked at it, and I looked at it, and I went, no, we don't need that. Just leave it out. He was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, my artist with my new book, the one that's coming out soon, he looked at page 2 and 3, and he was like, he messages me, and he's like, I'd really like to do this as a 2-page spread.
Right.
But I'd like to still break it down into panels, but I want it to be connected. And he's like, you don't got it written that way, but I'd like to show you what I'm thinking of, but it's still going to have the same number of panels.
Right.
And whenever he showed it to me, I was like, oh my God, I couldn't even imagine it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
that's good stuff.
Yeah.
You know, the moral of the story is, as a writer and as an artist, just be fluid in your thinking. And you can accept that not your ideas are not always the best ideas.
Yeah.
Someone else can have a good idea too.
I mean, of course, there is that, if you're paying for everything, you're still in charge. But
yeah, you're the boss.
I mean, you definitely want to be open to stuff and open to change, because if you're not, then it might not be that best that it can be.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, like, I'm the artist and writer on my own book, right? Yeah. But, there's been 3 or 4 times Anthony said, wouldn't they say this instead of that? And I went, okay, yeah, let's go with that, because I'm not that rigid.
Yeah.
If for example, the bad guys in my book, they live up in New England. The heroine is from the South. I can write her all day long.
Right.
The heroine's grandfather is Eastern European, so is my family. I can write that all day long. I can't write colloquially like a New Englander speaks because I'm not from New England. Anthony is. And so he would just say, hey, here's how we would say that. So I'm like, all right, roll with that then, because I want the script to really sound organic and flow easily. It shouldn't sound like forced conversation.
I mean, there are those times that you got to make it stance. I had an editor, Chuck Panay. Do you know Chuck?
Yeah.
He edited one of my last books, and he was telling me, he was like, this isn't exactly my genre, but I'm going to have a lot of questions for you to answer. And whenever he finished at the end of one of the books, and we sat down and have that conversation, he's like, I really think you need to change this. And I'm like, why? He's like, well, it brings up this question, and this question. And I'm like, but that's what I'm going for. Mm-hmm. I mean, I understand why you want to change it, because you want the closure, but
right.
The whole purpose of me writing it that way is to have my readers question it at that particular moment.
Yes.
So, I mean, there's those times that you do have to make a stance. I mean, Chuck Panay is a great editor, and he had like a list of stuff that needed to be questioned or changed. And about 90% of his stuff that he brought to me, we did change. But like I said, there was that 1 or 2 things that I was like, that's what I want to go out of the box that way. I want to have those questions raised.
Right. Guys, I'm gonna play a little commercial here, if that's all right with you guys.
in your rock corrosion that's in the soul. Yeah, and no one's doing it. Time to pay the toll. Doesn't matter what you say or the action that you take. This is done without your will for the problems that you made. You're the night of the just house of Aragorn legions all around you. Different things you cannot change in the darkness that's inside you.
Pariah, Blood and Mud, only on Indie.
Blood and Mud.
Merry Christmas, Jay Lee. Not that Jay Lee, the other Jay Lee. Oh my God. Where did it go? I had to play this one also because we haven't yet. Hey,
Right.
just for you, brother.
All right.
I knew it was in my list somewhere. I'm like, where the hell did it go? There's a lot of them in here. Oh, I'll play some more later because that's that's how Pops pays the bills. So.
Yeah. I need to work on a promotional video for mine. I need to work on setting mine up.
And Max actually got me yesterday. He asked.
Uh-oh.
He asked me, how did they get her in the first place? And I'm like, you're exactly right. The original video explained it better, that she's descended from a lineage of powerful witches. And this one, it just says she's a powerful witch of horrifying power. Well, how'd they get her then? So I've got to adjust that on the next release. So good call, Max.
I know. That's what I do.
Now, I hate your guts for it, but okay. I remember several years ago, I was doing an art exhibition at a local gallery, and they gave me permission to design my own flyer for it. Y'all, there were so many typos on that thing. Somebody would say, I'd post it on social media, and they go, didn't you spell this wrong? Oh, son of a bitch. So I go fix it. Man, like 5 times, I'm like, I just made myself like a complete idiot. But,
So I had a store signing recently, about 4 months ago or something, and the store did some promotional digital ads, and on their site and then on a few other sites. And one of my friends, I think it was RJ, was like, "You misspelled this," and I'm like, how do I say that I didn't do it, but I noticed what you talked about, because you don't really want to offend the store.
Right.
But,
exactly.
but it's like, okay, thank you.
The politics of business, baby. Sometimes it's an apostrophe. Oh, Kate, it's so good to know you're here hanging out with us, girl. By the way, Kate, I'm still waiting for, let me check my messages, make sure. Okay. 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 All right, Kate, I got your message. Kate and I are, she's wanting a commission. So we're working that out. Oh, don't go to Twitter, Doc. Don't do it. Okay, I'm out. Wave off. Wave off. Even under new management, it's still a hellhole. I still don't know how Twitter works. Like there'll be a notification that says so-and-so liked the tweet you shared. What tweet? Show me. I don't know how to get there.
I'm with you.
Somebody mentioned you in this thing, and I'm like, well, how do I get to that thing? I don't know.
What did they mention me in? Was it good? Did they talk bad about me? Was it rich?
Took me apart on a piece of my art. that was terrible. And they were all correct in tearing it apart because the drawing was good. When I inked it, I fucked it up. And Anthony shared it, thinking it looked great. I'm like, Anthony, no, what the fuck, man? That's awful. Well, it was torn apart. And I started to, and Anthony made me not do it. I was going to go onto the thread and you go, yeah, that asshole can't draw at all, man. And just, they said, and he's like, no, dude, don't feed the bear. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. Because, when they're a stinker, I don't mind calling them a stinker. There's a pile of paintings over here I'm not going to show you, but it's called, this pile over here to my left behind the bookcase is called They Can't All Be Winners. And that's where canvases go to be recycled later.
So, I was telling my best friend, Jeff, in the last campaign I did, I was like, man, if I had some art to throw on for extra stuff, so and that's why I was thinking about doing with the backing boards and just doing sketches so I could practice at the same time, throw some extra stuff in. Man, but he's like, well, go get an artist to do that. It costs so much money. I'm like, I don't have that much money. And now that my kid's wanting to draw, I'm like, hey, I can throw some extra stuff in. It might not be great, but it's still extra.
Oh, don't ever hesitate to hit me up for stuff. If you need a cover, you need something,
Thank you.
Know, because you're a friend. I'm going to cut you a big ass discount. Don't even worry about it.
Awesome. I appreciate it. Definitely.
I'm looking for, do we not have a Mary Machine Gun trailer?
I don't know.
No.
Why don't I have a Mary Machine Gun trailer, Max? What the fuck?
Because I haven't made one.
Well, damn it, Max. Are you okay, Max?
Yeah.
What are you waiting for? Christmas? No.
It's Christmas Day, damn it.
I was busy on my computer. Yeah, but I haven't made one.
Take care, Kate. God bless. Well, hurry up and get one out there so we can be spamming it and sharing it.
Yeah, but I'm not good with Twitter or Instagram, and everyone tells me that I need to get on TikTok as well, and I'm like, I just don't know how to use all that.
All right, I'm going to share this because it's not copyrighted, because it's my son. So I'm going to share. Entire screen, allow. This is my son doing Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Whoops.
Happy Christmas to you.
Little Christmas. May your heart be light. From now on, our trouble will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. May the Yuletide gay. From now on, our trouble will be miles away.
Whoops.
Through the years, we all will be together. If the fates allow. So hang a shining star upon the highest bough. And have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Merry Christmas, son.
Merry Christmas.
There's the link to his YouTube channel if you want to get over there. He writes and composes and performs some pretty awesome music. Yeah, we'll check yours out, Jay Lee. Let me go to YouTube where I can actually get the link.
All right. And I will be back in 1 minute.
All right. Jay, I don't think you have a wrench, do you? Let me see. Because I'm not even seeing your comment in chat. Well, let me go over here and look here. Oh, mischief. I gotta go here, there, go here, here. Yeah, Jay, I'm still not seeing your link in the chat. I could see it in StreamYard, but I can't see it. What channel are you commenting on? You're on Critical Blast. Okay. Thank you for telling me that. I will find you. If you hadn't told me, I'd have never found you. Oh, shoot. I get lost in a box. Just saying. What in the mischief just happened there? All right, there we go. And then we go here. I don't want that view. I don't want that view either. Damn it, Bobby. How do I get the normal view? All right. Finally. Give me just a second. And Jay Lee says he will be on Critical Blast tomorrow night. Well, very cool. I will be sure to tune in. So let's share this. If I can do it without boomering it up. Can you hear me, Max?
Yep.
All right. All right. Here we go. Wait. I have to add it to the stream. And then we go here. And we go here. Very cool, my friend. Yep, I will definitely tune in tomorrow and catch you on the Critical Blast.
Yeah. I don't have a Mary Machine Gun trailer because bad videos can really hurt your comic, and I don't want to make a bad video.
I hear you. Do you normally make the videos for yours?
I do.
Okay, cool. Well, then make a good one, damn it, Max. Or hit me up. I'll make you a good one. Welcome back, Paul.
Thank you.
I'm with you, man. I'm like craving a Dr. Pepper bad. I may have to head to the store, get you guys to hold down the fort while I make our. Yeah, see, that's what I.
See that big smile on my face too?
Yeah, brother. Can you guys hold it down? Let me run to the store.
Yeah.
Depends on how fast you run.
I'm going to drive. Right back.
How's it going, Max?
I'm good. How are you?
Man, I'm trying to get by. You know how it is. Oh, look, my camera went out. I don't understand why it keeps doing that. It's like I move my headphones and my camera goes out for some reason. Hey, Pops.
What's up?
Yeah, I can't let y'all have to be out here by yourself.
Well, there's two of us.
Yeah, I know. But, like, Doc, like,
How
got
dare you.
stuff to do. I got to step in, take that place. I've been having a really bad upper back issue today, and sitting in this chair is kicking my ass. So it's like, yeah, it's kind of been a pain, man. I don't know. It's like right in the middle of my back, like right in the middle of my upper back. So it's like, all the weight from the rib cage down is like, I don't know. It's like, ouch. Everything hurts. I don't know why. So, probably won't sit in this chair very longer for short intervals at a time until this goes away, till it abates, whatever it is. It just like started a little while ago. And it's like, man, what the hell is wrong with my back? Ouch.
I got to get me a better chair. I'm sitting on like a dining chair. I don't know if you can see that, but
I don't know if it's necessarily the chair or the way I slept. I don't know.
Just one of those things.
But like, it didn't start in the morning. It started like halfway through the day. So I don't know. I don't know if it's a chest issue or if it started in the middle of my back. It could be a chest issue for all I know. I can't get it to go away though. I know that. I don't usually have physical ailments. This shit, bugs the fuck out of me.
And we all get older sometime or another.
Yeah, well, like I said, it would be one thing if I could trace it to what it was, but
right.
Just like started in the middle of the day. I didn't do anything. I wasn't lifting anything. I wasn't doing anything crazy. I know I had to get up out this chair though. So I'll be walking around and shit. So how's your Christmas, Paul? What's up over there, man?
Not a lot. Like I said, I got my twins out in Dallas, so they're going to be gone still for another day or two. I got my youngest kind of roaming around, but he's been playing with toys that he opened and on his phone and watching TV kind of stuff. He gets to a certain age, doesn't want to play with old dad that much. It's okay.
Well, I got a shirt and a coffee cup. How'd you guys do?
Awesome. I got some socks. I got a sketch pad. And, I got a sweater. That was about it. One of
I
my
got
boys.
nothing.
You didn't get nothing?
Nothing. It's all right.
Johnny didn't give
I
you a
bought stuff
gift.
for myself. I bought stuff for myself.
There
Johnny
you go.
didn't give you a gift. I thought he was your bro.
I haven't seen him since, I don't know, a couple days ago.
One of my boys got a $50 gift card. He lost it, and I found it. So I might have that as a gift, too.
Oh. So my son bought Isaac a set of those Dragon Balls, but he took all but one out of the box. So when the kid unwrapped the box, there's only one in it, but there's space for 8, right?
Yeah.
Travis hid the rest of them all over the house and made him go find them. He found them. They're all in the box now, so there you go. When they tell you they can't find their shoes, don't buy that shit.
Yeah, right.
Because if they want to find it, they can find it.
Yeah. We used to do this thing where we'd get like one gift per kid. This is whenever we had all 6 kids at the house. We'd get one gift per kid and just wrap that sucker up in saran wrap or tape and a whole bunch of stuff that they had to like actually get to carrying it through.
That'll work.
Yeah, but we hadn't done that in about a year or so. And like I said, with the twins gone, the only one here really is my 6-year-old. And I feel bad doing it to him since he's got autism. I don't know if he'd actually get through that saran wrap ball kind of thing.
I like the taking the little teeny tiny gift and putting it in a box.
Yeah.
Wrapping it up and then putting it in a bigger box, wrapping that box, putting it in a bigger box, wrap that up. Till you got about 30 boxes they got to go through to get to that little teeny tiny gift. Yeah. Make them work for it, man. You gotta Ooh. No comic related shit though.
No, I mean I got a sketch pad for drawing. My Dylan got like 4 or 5 comics, but nothing really.
Max, we gotta play a game, man. We gotta play a game. We gotta set something up.
Okay.
Whenever you want. I don't even care. I just need a game. I need a show that's not work, dude. You know what I mean? I need a show that I can come out on and have fun. Just screw around. Most of them involve work. Producing for somebody else or whatever, you know. I need one that's not work. Damn. I don't know why I can't sit in this chair. Sucks though. Alright, I'm gonna kick it back here. I had to talk a little louder.
So what's with the Cromcom or the Europe thing?
Well, it's just one day where we'll do a free for all the people on the other side of the pond. We've done it a couple times before. Of course, the way things have, I don't know, CromCon's kind of degenerating into a free for all every month now because of being up in the air about the future plans and whatnot. So.
Yeah.
Basically, if you're in Europe and you want to come out next Saturday and hang out, we'll be out there all freaking day from noon your time until, I don't know, 7, 8 o'clock your time. We're not going to take away your New Year's Eve. You're still going to be able to go out and party, you know. But during the day, if you want to come out and talk about what you do, we'll be here. At least I hope I'll be good. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, dude, but it ain't no fun. Even laying down, I'm fucking in pain. But yeah, we got that, all the shows. I don't know if you guys been seeing that Halloween over Christmas that we've been playing at night.
I saw that you were playing it. I didn't see what it was.
Yeah, that's Michael Nunley's, talking about different Halloween movies and shit, whatnot. He had a 3-part series, and I'd like, that'd be cool to play over Christmas, Halloween for Christmas, okay. So we played that. Man, I sure hope this is a back issue and not a chest issue, goddammit.
Yeah.
It's just the pain's originating in the middle of my back. But man, everything hurts. My whole upper fucking chest, everything hurts. Oh, so yeah,
Go
that other thing, Max.
Go lay down. I got this.
I am laying down, dude.
Listen, it's a balmy 32 degrees out there.
I'm in some fucking pain, Doc. I don't know what's going on, dude.
Time for some big pharma.
Say what?
Time for some big pharma.
Fuck that.
No, you don't want it. You enjoy the pain? No. We can go take some ibuprofen. Ooh, my hands are frozen, y'all.
See, it's about 50 degrees here.
Listen, the store's so close. The heat time to start working. And then you go bring a cold ass drink out in your bare hands. Bro.
I seen a guy take a bottle of water out of a convenience store yesterday, and it froze right there in his hand.
Oh, Lord.
He's like, look, it's freezing. Oh, fuck.
Get some big pharma pops, I'm telling you.
I don't have no big pharma, Doc.
Your son's got ibuprofen in that house somewhere.
And I wouldn't take it anyway.
Okay, well, I mean, enjoy the pain.
See, I'm not a treat the symptom guy. I want to know what the problem is.
Hey, Tree Goblin, Merry Christmas to you. All right. Good for you, Jay Lee. Captain Infinity, good to see you. Oh, me. Also got winded running in the house because it's freaking cold. And I don't run. I'm fat. That doesn't happen. Why is Max above me? This is my damn show. Sorry, I go. So, Pops?
Yeah.
How you feeling?
I told you, dude.
No better?
My upper back and whole chest is fucking hurting, dude.
Is it a sharp pain or a dull pain?
It just started a couple hours ago in the middle of my back, and now it's like my whole rib cage and everything fucking hurts.
Is it a sharp pain or a dull pain or a ache or pressure or what is it?
I don't know. Pressure? I don't know. I wish I knew, Doc. I don't even know how to describe it. It's not like I'm getting stabbed with a spear, but it ain't going away. You know what I mean?
Well, if it doesn't relent, we'll get some help. Don't let it get up on top of you like that. Is there anything you do that makes it better or alleviates it any?
Not yet. Haven't figured it out yet. Done all my stretching, done everything, nothing.
So it feels like a muscle pain?
No, it's just a pain right in the middle of my fucking upper back, dude.
Well, I would recommend go see somebody. But that's just an opinion. I'm not in any way practicing medicine.
No way to get nowhere.
You got any aspirin in the house?
Fuck, I don't know. I don't touch that shit.
All right, well, don't die on stream. Even though it's good for ratings, not good for tomorrow.
Yeah, well, something happens, y'all make sure you keep this shit going. That's all I got to say.
Well, you know that's going to happen. I'm going to play some commercials for us so everybody can stretch their legs a little bit. So we'll be right back.
No? You're not gonna listen.
Good day, Kips and Scabs. You actually managed to reach our first goal of 30 followers on our Kickstarter to fund Bound for the Sticks, a novel by Bunset Bogle that will include War, the founder. But you're not off the hook yet. We need a lot more kibble before we can fulfill this campaign. Our next goal is 50 followers, which will unlock a new item that will be made available during the campaign. A miniature of our protagonist, some scav I never heard of. Regardless, you get to visit Arcology, the capital of the multiverse, founded by me, Duncan Lexicon, and you'll get to see my studio and my horde of collectors down the end of the hall casino. So, get to work! And in case you are Totok to visit our beautiful city, check out our video guide, link in the description, and of course make your stay your way.
wishing I'ma get it. You know I be on the what? Yeah. You know I be on the what? Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on the what? Yeah. It's all hard, ain't no fear here. You ain't giving it, so all you steer clear. Never beat, I've been down and I reappear. You got some money on the line, you better put it here. Rolling in and doing that work.
We are back. We are continuing with the medical drama, Michigan ER. Pops, how you feeling?
Leave me alone.
Okay, I'll leave you alone. Welcome back, Paul. And cheers to you.
Yeah.
So many good projects out there. So many. What the hell is that? Oh, it is. Our Christmas marathon stream. We've been going for 4 hours. 4 hours.
Wow.
Wow. Hanging out with losers on Christmas Day.
That's right.
That's what we are. That's what we do.
Oh, the best kind of losers.
Okay. All right.
So what'd you get, Doc? I got a coffee cup and a shirt.
I got several cool t-shirts, including my vintage Kiss t-shirt. And I mean vintage. And I got some Copic markers and some Bristol board and some other art supplies, some socks. The stuff an old man needs to make comics and be worn. Gave my wife some original vintage vinyl albums. She got a turntable last year. She didn't think that I was aware of the fact that her all-time favorite band is, of all people, Dr. Hook. So I got Dr. Hook's greatest hits, Journey's greatest hits, and one she hasn't seen yet. She might be watching some.
Mother said, "Oh, dude, I like Dr. Hook. That's good shit."
When you're in love with a beautiful woman, you watch your friends. You better watch your friends. You better watch your friends. Sang the song.
Richard, we can't get our picture on the cover
of the Rolling Stone. Who did the song Out on Thunder Island? Out on Thunder Island.
Who cares? Oh, I don't know if laughing's a good idea right now.
Jay Ferguson did it. Okay.
The other day, Pops, I took a deep breath and my back popped right when I took the breath. And I was like, you know what? That never happened to me when I was younger.
Listen, I'm just going to tell you. As a young man, I did all kinds of crazy stuff. Now, yawn wrong, I'm in traction for the rest of the day.
Right?
Just say it. I said it earlier, man. These are checks that you write against your health.
Yeah.
Payday has come. Just saying. Payday is here. Pay up, sucker.
I joke around with my old lady. She goes out and has one of those, and I'm like, you know, whenever you come back and you're complaining that you're too cold or your ears hurting or this back's hurting, I'm like, it's because you're out there in the cold, you know, with one of those.
Smoke in the house, that wouldn't happen.
Hey, I don't smoke in the house.
Do you smoke?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
all right. Well, look, I made a deal with myself a long time ago that I'll smoke where the fuck I want to.
Right. And that's your prerogative. I mean, yeah. No, I understand.
I'm saving one up, Paul. My town went non-smoking a decade ago, maybe even longer.
Yeah.
My favorite restaurants, all the places I used to go, you know. So the state or the city ordinance is on the first violation, you're removed from the premises. On the second, you get a fine. On the third, you have to go to court. So for that first one, I'm going to go to my favorite restaurant. I'm going to have a meal, and I'm going to light a cigarette. And all they can do is ask me to leave. I was going to do that anyway. I'm done eating. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll have me a cigarette every once in a great while, but I understand if I'm going to go out, if it's going to be negative or like less than 10 degrees, like it was the other day, I think I'll wait a day. But that's just me.
Wait a day, God, Max. Can you wait a day on that cigarette, bro?
No.
I went to the grocery store like 2 days ago and bought enough groceries for like 10 days. So I didn't have to go in the cold. Now that it's going to start warming up tomorrow and whatnot, I can go back to the grocery store. But these past few days where it was too cold.
Oh, man. Look, right now is the warmest it's been in 3.5 days.
Right.
And it's still below freezing.
Right.
Or right at freezing. So it's a balmy 32 outside.
See, we're at 50.
Yeah, and I ran to the store in this. I didn't even put a hat on. Boy, was that a mistake. Because that wind is whipping out there. And it was unpleasant. But, I got to the little mom and pop store where I always go. And the owner there knows me. I'm a regular. I walked in, and there's a whole mob of Mexican Americans checking out, and I just bust up in the place and said, "Merry Christmas, you filthy animals!" Everybody goes, "Merry Christmas!" I grabbed my Dr. Pepper, I threw my $1 under the lottery window, and walked out the door. I'm not waiting in line. That guy knows me. I could have got it for free and walked out. He just put it on my tab. So,
yeah.
I said they wouldn't make it today. They will. There's way too many of those. I can't. I am going to have to eat something healthy today. But the wife's bringing home a plate from the family get together, so there'll be all kinds of good food on there.
Like I said, we had cooked a brisket the other day. Good sized brisket. So we still got plenty of that. And I bought me some steak fries that I'm going to go up there and cook up, and some melted cheese on top of those with bacon. And
Wait. What do you mean you bought some steak fries? You
yeah.
Potato and you slice them up into wedges.
I don't have a fryer. If I had a fryer, then I would.
You got a skillet?
Yeah, but they don't come out the same. Come on.
Yes. Listen, you were so wrong. If you've got a cast iron skillet and some oil, that's the best fryer there is. But no, I mean, I'm with you on that. I have to go kind of easy on potatoes, man. That much starch is woo.
Yeah,
can't handle it.
It's Christmas. It's Christmas, Doc. You can handle it.
I was gonna say, but that brisket I can handle is a beef brisket.
Yeah.
Now see, in Texas, they barbecue beef.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but I'm going to let you in on a secret. Barbecue means pork.
Yep.
You can smoke some cow.
Yeah,
you can grill some cow, but it ain't barbecue. It's barbecue flavored beef.
No.
Same for chicken. Barbecue means pork.
Oh, well, ours was smoked for about 24. Yeah.
The only thing Southerners will concede to anybody else is that Hawaiians know how to fucking barbecue. Yeah. They bury the whole pig and they cook that bad boy in the ground. So all respect to the Hawaiians who do the traditional luau's with the bury the pig. We would do that in the military at the end of Hot Sop. So we're going to bury a pig and have an all-day get-together. And, buddy, I'm here to tell you, that's where the reputation comes from. Party like a sailor. Whoa. Them boys party hard. Poor Max. You okay, Max?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Play a card game.
Stop. Playing games. All right, so we're going to play a game now on stream. You ready?
Okay.
You in, Max? You in, Paul?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sure.
All right. It's this game literally started in the days of the AOL chat rooms. And it's a clue game. I'll start it to show how it's done, and then we'll pass it around. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you clues, 3 clues, starting with vague and becoming more specific about a movie. And you have to guess what the movie is. Now, the rules are the movie can't be some obscure artsy-fartsy thing that you saw in college or some shit like that. It's got to be a fairly well-known movie. All right? So those are the rules. Here's clue number 1. I was waiting on that sneeze. Bless you. Clue number 1. 2 couriers are murdered in the desert.
2 couriers are murdered where?
In the desert.
Okay.
It's clue number 1. Any guesses? Okay.
No, courier could mean a lot of things.
Clue number 2. A desperate love triangle in a time of strife.
I don't know.
All right. Then we get more specific. Round up the usual suspects. Here's looking at you, kid.
Casablanca.
Casablanca it is. Very good, Pops. Really? You guys just drew a blank on that? Are you shitting me right now?
Honestly, I don't think I've seen it.
I haven't seen Casablanca in 20 years.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
I don't.
This.
I don't watch.
I'm having a moment. Wait a minute. This is a clue, Paul. You ready?
Of all the gin joints in all the towns in all the world, she walks into mine.
No, I know what it is, but I just don't think I've actually seen the movie from start to end.
You go watch that movie. It is the greatest movie of all time. The greatest. Period. Right, you won that round, so you get the clue.
I can't even think like that, dude.
Max.
All right, so we got to start out general and move to
more specific.
Okay.
Chat, you're free to play along.
A multiple murder leads to the police showing up at a location.
I'm going to make a guess. Boondock Saints.
No.
All right.
All right, nothing. All right, so the police end up killing the bad guy at the end.
7?
No, it's close. Not really that close. I mean, it's
12 Monkeys.
Nope. All right, and I'll give the place that they go to, the building gets completely locked down, and they have to fight their way out.
Die Hard.
Judge Dredd.
That's right.
Which one?
It's Dredd.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I won that round. Woo! All right, Paul, your turn.
Okay. I don't know. Vampires.
From Dusk Till Dawn. No?
No.
Blade.
Twilight.
Blade. Twilight.
No.
John Carpenter's Vampires?
No.
Salem's Lot.
An introspect through time concerning vampires.
That's number 2. Say it again.
An introspect through time concerning vampires.
Interview with a Vampire.
Interview with a Vampire.
Got it. Boop, bap, boop, bap, boop, bap, boop, bap. All right, Pops, you gonna pass?
Dude, I can't put. No, I ain't got.
Okay. All right. You just keep breathing. That's all you got to focus on. All right. Here comes my second one. Movie stars and is about the exploits of a couple of nerds in high school.
Weird Science.
Yeah, I was going to say Weird Science.
Bam! Got it. I was too easy on you people. I see y'all have to be more brutal. All right, Max, you're up.
Beavis and Butthead make up an appearance in this movie.
Actually,
Beavis and Butthead Do America?
No, but they make an appearance in this movie.
Oh, shit. It seems like I know this.
You probably do. Let's see, something a little more specific. They're very concerned with Hollywood Boulevard trash. The main characters are.
Dogma?
No.
I'm blanking.
All right, and this would give it away. 3 musicians raid a radio station.
Airheads.
UHF.
It's Airheads.
Airheads. All right, Max, your turn.
I just did one.
I mean, not Max. I'm sorry, Paul. Sorry.
Man, I can't even think of any.
The neighbors' kids have their new bicycles, and they are hooting and hollering and tearing up the street out there.
Guy is new to the town.
Well, I mean, that's every fish out of water in history.
Yeah, it was Footloose.
Y'all gonna have to do better if a dead man can win. Come on.
All right. Well, dang it, boy. Here I go. Let me see. I'm going to stump this old bastard here. Let me see.
Oh, fuck.
A young man who does not want to follow in the footsteps of his father.
Maverick.
No.
Star Trek.
No. Begins his exploits by trying to impress his father and inadvertently stumbles upon something cataclysmic.
Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
No, but good guess.
All right.
Anybody else? Clue number 2. He sails across the sea to go and patent the discovery that he's made and finds true love.
Huh. Sails across the sea to get a patent.
Yes.
Finds true love. Einstein? No.
You're close. I'll give you one more guess.
Manhattan Project?
While busy trying to get this discovery patented, he invents surfing and hopscotch. It's a common, and it takes place in Australia. Don't you Google it.
Google it.
Here's the giveaway. Yahoo Serious.
Oh shit! Oh man, the only Yahoo Serious movie I've seen was Young Frankenstein.
Young Einstein, and that's it.
Oh, okay.
Young Einstein. If
I've
you've
never
never
seen that
seen it, watch it. You will not be able to stop laughing.
I thought the rules were it didn't have to be an obscure movie.
It wasn't obscure. It was a hit. But it had to be obscure enough to get away from Pops' radar. Fair enough, though. Point taken. All right, Matt, it's your turn, buddy.
Let me think of a film. All right. 7 assassins come together.
Knives Out.
Nope.
Oh, I mean, I know this one. I know this one. I just can't think of the name of it.
All right.
Bullet Train?
So, yep, Bullet Train.
All right, Paul.
While a young man's parents are away.
Risky Business.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not good at this one.
All right, time for lightning round. Lightning round is where I'm going to do a dead giveaway quote or saying about the movie, and the first person to get it wins. Ready?
Yep.
We're going to need a bigger boat.
Jaws.
Max, lightning round, go.
I'd buy that for $1.
RoboCop.
Yep.
Paul.
Houston, we have a problem?
Apollo 13.
Yep.
Here we go. Let me see. Let me try to get a good one. When do they get a load of me?
Batman
89.
Yep. The first one.
Max.
Trying to think of classic lines from movies.
Right.
Drawing a blank. Getting all stuck here.
Look, we're nerds. We can't get stuck.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Pass me. I got it. I'm stoned.
All right, we're gonna pass. Go to Paul.
I think the line goes, all that, and I had a front row seat to the end of the world.
Yeah, Armageddon.
Yeah.
Armageddon. This one is from a TV show. How about I tie that long hair on your head to the short hair on your ass and roll you down the street?
I don't know, but that sounds funny as shit.
King of the Hill.
King of the Hill.
Social worker came over. Hey, Bobby, come to me, Bobby. You're being abused. That long hair on your head, the short hair on your ass, and roll you down the street. Let me do it. Let me do a movie instead of a TV show. That was bad. I shouldn't have done that. All right, Pops, you still alive?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Line from a movie. Why am I drawing a blank? It's not a lack of, it's too many going through my head at once.
I know.
Kiss my entire ass. That's the line. What's that from?
Harlem Nights.
Harlem Nights. Pop's got that one. All right, Max, bastard.
I got one.
All right,
I'll be back.
Yes, it's the Terminator.
Yeah.
Hasta la vista, baby. That was one of the ones.
5 kids from different backgrounds.
All right, say it again, Pops.
5 kids from different backgrounds.
That's the
Oh,
one.
he's doing. No, he's doing. The
Oh, it's
original.
Breakfast Club.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go. My hand.
It was either going to be Stand By Me or Breakfast Club.
Rocky's got one. What do you got, Rocky? That's the first one.
Gone with the Wind. No.
Lassie.
Not Lassie.
Not Lassie. Cujo?
Herbie
The Shaggy DA.
The Shaggy DA.
Cool Runnings? That's what it is? Okay.
I should have gotten that one. Thank you, Rocky.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. What? Bonus question?
He ain't listening to your shit, Doc. He ain't
I don't know this one. All right, Max, your turn. Still on. No, wait, you did. You did.
Yeah, I did one.
All right, Paul, your turn.
Are we doing the line still?
Yeah, lightning round.
Oh man, I don't know.
I swear that dog speaks sentences.
It's alive.
I didn't hit him. I rubbed him. Rubbing's racing.
Talladega Nights.
Nope.
Oh shit.
Ricky, the Ballad of Ricky Bobby.
No. You got it, Pop. Doc.
Thunder, whatever.
Thunder Road.
Yeah.
Thunder Road, Rolling Thunder, something.
Speaking of Tom Cruise, here's an easy one for you. I feel the need.
Jason
The
Thunder.
need for speed.
Top Gun.
Top Gun.
God.
Max.
Gotta go fast.
Must go faster. Must go faster. Jurassic Park.
Yep.
All right. Now, Paul, it's on you.
It's on me again?
Yeah.
Man.
The lightning round. It gets around fast.
Yeah, I don't know any.
Come on. Elementary, my dear Watson.
That's never said anywhere in Sherlock Holmes.
Not in the books. But on the TV shows and the movies, it is said all the time.
Maybe.
He never once says it in the books.
Nope.
He's too busy.
Elementary, and he said, very practical, my dear Watson. So somebody put those two together.
He's too busy taking opium and playing the violin.
Morphine, cocaine, opium, you name it, my man was doing it. Because, by the way, according to modern science, Sherlock Holmes was bipolar. He swung from periods of high activity and great depression.
Low. Yep.
Y'all ever see the Cumberbatch?
Yeah, they were great, man.
Man, they were amazing.
Just outstanding adaptations. I loved them.
I couldn't believe they went from that to the like the elementary TV show one.
Yeah.
I was like, why didn't they just translate that to an American show?
Yeah, I mean, for once, the BBC kicked the shit out of America. Oh, well, let me see here now. Let me see.
We're going back to the future.
It's your kids, Marty. Something's got to be done about your kids. What, do we become assholes? Let me see. That's a great freaking. The whole trilogy just rocked.
Yeah.
The only time travel story I've ever liked.
Yeah.
They create some paradoxes, but oh well. It's just a silly story.
They do. At one point, if you think about it, as Marty is standing in Hill Valley, which, by the way, is a pun, Hill Valley. As he's standing in Hill Valley, there are 3 DeLorean time machines present. at that moment.
Yeah.
Watch the beginning of number 3 and you'll get it. Let me see. I got to think of a good one here. Let me think. Oh, I have to act for this one.
Uh-oh.
This means something.
Oh, Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Very good. Very good. Very good.
God, I hadn't seen that since I was like 10.
Yeah. Me and Max are flexing our age a little bit here.
Martini, shaken, not stirred.
Any James Bond movie.
It was actually from Goldfinger, as I was thinking of, but
okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if he says that in all the Bond movies.
He absolutely
probably says it a lot.
Going on off the line, he just said, "Can I paint Is Yoo-hoo gold?"
What? Austin Powers.
Yeah.
$1 million.
The stuff that dreams are made of.
The stuff that dreams are made of?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the movie.
Oh, no. It's Maltese Falcon.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah. That's a great movie, too. I love it. All right. Is it Paul's turn or my turn?
I think it's my turn. But...
All right, go, Paul.
Go ahead. I can't think. If you build it,
Field of Dreams. They will come.
Field of Dreams. Yep.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let me see. Oh, yeah, I got one here for you. Does this mean we're not friends anymore?
Tombstone.
Tombstone it is. They both got it.
You're not a daisy at all.
You know Daisy? You know
I'll
Daisy?
be a Huckleberry.
That's just my game. Playful.
How about keep your friends close, but your enemies closer?
Is that huh?
Godfather.
What's one of them? Which one?
Oh shoot! Again, I hadn't seen
That's
those in.
part 2. That's right.
Part 2.
Okay, how's this? What art is that? The art of fighting without fighting.
Dragon, the Bruce Lee story?
Enter the Dragon.
Okay.
Entered
He
on
also
the boat.
says-
On the boat, the dude, he's like, "We'll fight over there on that beach." He's like, "How are we gonna get there?" He said, "In that boat." So dude gets in the boat and then he hands the rope to the kids. The art of fighting without fighting. Dude stuck on the boat, getting pulled behind the boat. Dude. Yeah, I'm still hurting.
Yes.
If we're going to change it to just a single quote to name a movie, then I can probably come up with some. I'm
That's
not
what we're
trying to
doing.
put clues together. Fuck all.
That's what we're doing. It's a lightning round right now, and that's what that is. All right, so my turn. Let me think here. No, they won't know that one. They won't know that one.
I got a good one.
All right, go ahead, Max.
What we have here
Is a failure
to communicate.
And that's either Smokey and the Bandit
No, that's Paul Newman movie. I can't remember the name.
or Cool Hand Luke.
Yeah, Cool Hand Luke.
That's what I got from.
Because Jackie Gleason also says it in Smokey and the Bandit. Oh, all right. Let me think now.
I said it like Smokey and the Bandit, but I was thinking Cool Hand Luke.
What we have here is a failure
Failure to
to
communicate.
communicate. I love, this is a giveaway, but I'll just go ahead and use it as my clue. The first thing I'm going to do when we get back home is punch your mama right in the face.
Also, Smokey and the Bandit.
Also, Smokey and the Bandit. My daddy laughed so hard at that, I thought he was going to die. He loved Jackie Gleason. All right, Pops, you got one for us?
Let me see. What can I pull up here?
You want to go to Abu Dhabi where everyone's on sucking sand?
Come on, give me a good one. I gotta have a good one.
That's Dirty Work with Norm Macdonald. It was what's his face? That the insult comic, the older guy, he's passed now. What was his fucking name?
Don Rickles.
Don Rickles, yes.
Yeah.
My dad made the mistake of standing up to go to the bathroom in the middle of a Don Rickles set. He was in Las Vegas and he was drunk and he was in Las Vegas and he's like, I gotta pee. He's got up to go to pee and the guy's like, hey buddy, where you going? Don't you think I'm fucking funny enough for you? Get over here, tough guy. He's like, I just gotta pee, man.
All right.
Did you teach you to hold that shit?
You got one?
It's not really a matter of holding it. It's a matter of a math problem. He's like, yeah, 64 ounces of beer with an 18-ounce bladder.
Paul, you got one?
What was it? You know what the difference is between me and you? I make this look good.
Johnny Dangerously.
It's
no.
Men in Black.
Yes.
There you go. There you go.
Men in Black. Yep. I actually use that line quite frequently. Oh my gosh.
Johnny Dangerously. I love that movie.
I got one. You talking to me?
Taxi Driver.
Yep.
I'm the only one here. You gonna do something or just stand there and bleed?
Okay.
Oh shit! I just saw that movie.
I'm gonna give you guys 2 words. 2 words from a movie.
Well, wait. We're on my clue.
Damn! I just saw this fucking movie.
You gotta do
I
something.
thought that was Tombstone.
It is Tombstone.
I was about to say, did we do that already?
We get a line from Tombstone, but all right, Pops, go ahead.
No, I forgot. No, I'm gonna give you 2 words from a movie, and part of it is the inflection, the way the 2 words are said. So I gotta like kind of mimic it, but attaboy.
I don't know.
Oh, come on, guys.
I got nothing.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis with a samurai sword.
Oh, Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, he's got that dude. And he's like, go ahead, reach for it. And dude went to reach. He said, attaboy. He's ready to take that fucking arm off. He's like, yeah. Attaboy. Oh, shit. I'm hoping that this will start invading here soon, but.
Inconceivable.
The Princess Bride. Good one.
Yep.
Inconceivable.
And he didn't invite me.
Never try to mess with the Sicilian.
Come on. And
Wait,
he
what?
didn't invite me.
I don't know that one.
Iron Man from Avengers.
Oh.
Thor's got a group down on 12th Street, and he didn't invite me. Takes off down there and helps Thor whoop some ass.
One of my favorite lines out of that movie is after the Hulk fucking just beats the shit out of Loki, he's like, puny god.
Yeah.
The movie theater was mind when that happened. Everybody started laughing. All right, here's one for you. I like these calm little moments before the storm.
Apocalypse Now.
Nope.
Hamburger Hill?
Nope.
It's one of them stupid war movies. Come on, there's too many.
Nope. Not a war movie. Leon the Professional.
Oh yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah, Gary Oldman says it. He sniffs his powder and he goes, I like these calm little moments before the storm. Gary Oldman's a great actor.
Gary Oldman was great.
Okay.
He said he's going to quit acting.
I got another one, guys.
He just did Finest Hour playing Winston Churchill. Strongly recommend watching that movie. One of the best I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Gary Oldman's great. Dude's a chameleon. He can play anything.
Yeah. Exactly. How do you go from playing that character in Harry Potter and then you're Winston Churchill and pulling it off successfully?
Or
what you got, Paul?
I mean, he's
I thought Pop
Well,
had
look
one.
at you now, you stupid fuck you.
That's Joe Pesci.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Is it,
and nope.
Is it still from Casino?
Nope. Nope. And nope.
All right, well, say the line again. I didn't hear the first
Well,
part.
look at you now, you stupid fuck you.
Oh, that's Gangs of New York.
Nope.
Rounders?
That's Tony Montana in Scarface when the dude
Oh,
wanted to
okay.
blow up the kids and he said, poof, and he capped dude in the car and he said, you want to kill kids? Well, look at you now, you stupid fuck you. Yeah. Tony Montana, baby.
All right, Paul's turn.
All right. So I don't know if it classifies as a line, but it was a song in a movie.
Okay.
Is you keep on knocking, but you can't come in. You keep on
Christine.
knocking, but
Fucking Cheech and Chong up in smoke.
Yeah,
Christine. Oh, is it? I got it from Christine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Up in smoke is where me and Pops is getting it from. Here you go. I'll have what she's having.
When Harry Met Sally.
Harry Met Sally.
Yep.
Oh, God, so many movies. Here you go. The meme. One does not simply walk into Mordor.
Lord of the Rings.
No.
Return of the King.
Return of the King. Twin
Nope.
Towers?
Nope. The Twin Towers? What the fuck is wrong with you, Max?
What?
The middle movie is the Two Towers, not the Twin Towers.
Whatever.
The Fellowship of the Ring is what that one's from.
Yeah, I said Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, you don't get to throw a movie like that.
Welcome to prime time, bitch.
Oh, hell. I don't know.
Nightmare on Elm Street, number 4, The Dream Warriors.
All right, I've got one.
Right before he smashes the little girl into the TV, he says, "Welcome to prime time, bitch."
I'm a zit. Get it?
Yeah, that's from Animal House.
Animal House.
All right, so here's mine. You ready?
You're on double secret probation.
You are not immortal. I must have heard 1,000 of you rodents make the same claim, and they've all tasted the edge of my sword.
Highlander?
Nope.
Blank.
I thought my impersonation was pretty good.
Yeah.
You're not immortal. I must have heard 1,000 of you rodents make the same claim, and they've all tasted the end of my sword. Blade.
Oh, yeah. Some motherfucker always trying to ice skate uphill.
See, I didn't know you couldn't ice skate uphill, so that one never meant anything to me.
I remember when we went to go see Blade at the theater, they checked our ID to buy the tickets, then they checked everyone's ID before the movie started. And I was like, hell yeah, this is going to be badass. And it was not so badass. It was okay, but it was not as, it wasn't what I was expecting.
It's a good movie. I love in the third one, he's captured and the psychiatrist says, "Who's the president?" "Some asshole." See, that just applies to every generation. Every time. Yep. Doesn't matter when you see it, it applies.
Everyone said that Blade 3 was terrible, and it wasn't a very good movie, but
it wasn't
that part when Ryan Reynolds jumps through the window and it says he's got that sticker on his shirt that says, "Hello, my name is fuck you."
Yes.
I was like, that's pretty fucking funny.
Ryan Reynolds was funny. I'm just saying. I liked it. Also, I've been eating a lot of fiber lately. All right, guys, I got to take a break myself. We may wrap this one up and come back in like maybe an hour because we did say we would go all day, but everybody here needs to take a little lunch break and go regroup a little bit. So thank you for tuning in. And Paul, Max, Pops, good to see you guys.
Yeah.
Peace
Good to
out.
see you.
We'll be
Merry
back.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.